So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna start from where you guys left off before, which, for the sake of the recap, obviously is you've just defeated the Void Kraken. You took notice to the fact that there was like a weird arcane sigil in the room, but after having your shit pushed in pretty hard, you were like, we just want to get out of here, we want to leave. So you went back, and we're going to pick up with you exiting the cave, and we'll go on to you getting on the boat, and you sailing off back towards the town. The two characters will leave at different points, but they will be gone by the end of today's episode. So, because I have hit recorded, yes, this is going to be the episode in which Wilken won't depart for semi-permanence, and Cathro departs for slightly, possibly less semi-permanence, depending. I say that because I actually don't know. I just straight up don't know. But
did you say you already recorded?
Yes. So please die on cam.
Oh my god, honey, drink something.
I'm okay.
You okay?
I'll fucking drop a drink.
Jesus,
Okay.
let's all take a fucking moment and
pray for him.
I'm trying to kill your characters, not you.
Stop trying to kill our characters.
No.
I don't know. That Monday session was pretty raw.
All but one person. Oh.
And we almost had someone literally die.
If it wasn't for I've said it to everyone because I spoke to a few people about it. I was like, literally, if it wasn't for an inspiration,
she'd be dead.
Yeah. You be thankful that I am a DM that awards inspiration. Because some DMs don't, because it's a finicky thing to remember, and it's heavily dependent on understanding a character and people playing to that character, and just remembering that it exists. But luckily, every now and then, I do remember that it exists, and that I give you things for doing those things. So, very, very quick recap from last time. So, obviously, in the last session, you did, in fact, face the Void Kraken one-on-one. And you did win. Barely, but you did win. Several of you got knocked out a few times. Wilken Won't was targeted very heavily to begin with. Then it started going after everyone else. And at a point, everyone but Devon, Yaxper, was restrained by its tentacles. But very thankfully, you managed to put it down before Yaxper could be restrained as well, because that's the point where you could have been in a lot worse trouble. During this time, it kind of did get into the minds of some of the characters and caused them to freeze. It showed Yaxper what seemed to be like a false memory playing on Yaxper's fears. And it showed Insira what seemed to be a glimpse of events happening across the globe, or events that have already happened, technically, across the globe. While stuck in this moment, you were trying to pull yourself out of it, but you gained a little bit of help in the guise of the first time ever actually being fully seen on screen, and in the campaign being the goddess that started you kind of down this path, Fortuna. She managed to tell Yaxper that, hey, this is, this is just a fear. If they did this, this was their loss, not yours. And kind of tried to pull Insira out of her anger, reminding her that what she was seeing wasn't something that she could change right then and there, and that it was just something that, you have to set aside to keep pushing forward, because if you didn't push forward, more people were going to die. This was almost not enough to pull her back out from this kind of horrific visage. It was the emotional aid of Nirostine that actually managed to pull her through after slapping her a few times.
And burning her.
And burning her,
Yeah.
which now is a scar.
It is now Scar.
So, yes, but then you did in fact manage to defeat the Void Kraken after much of a battle. You did it. You won. And then everyone, after taking a bit of a beating, discovering that there is in fact a strange teleportation circle in there, very much like the one in Garl's tomb, you decided that you had enough of this shithole of a cave, and that you were going to hobble your way out and get onto the board. So
Where they passed out, and then Ciro's just like, "Oh yeah, we forgot about Yak's kid." Punk.
well, I was going to say what actually happens is you get to the boat, and sure enough, the two individuals from before, let me see if I can get there. Yeah. Oh, wait. They're not gonna show up on this map.
Weren't we operating on the assumption that the kids were gonna like pop when the big one dropped? Not us, the people, the characters.
I believe there was like a thought that perhaps they would, but you had no evidence to support it. But I feel you. Excuse me. I feel you considered it. So yeah, you do when you get to the outside of the cave. Sure enough, the two individuals that helped bring you there, Leopold and Edward. Edward being the captain, Leopold being the scarred man, are there waiting for you. They have a very dumbfounded look on their faces when you come out. Edward being the first to speak and saying, "Well, I actually didn't think you were going to get out of there alive. I thought we were going to wait here and then you were going to, not actually return."
Are we like covered in Kraken blood?
Yes.
Are we relatively? Okay.
Yeah,
You're covered in
are
like Kraken
disgusting
blood
right
and
now.
your own, like you're covered in Kraken blood. You're covered in your own blood. You're beaten. You're wounded. You're physically worn out.
I moved to the shore or wherever the closest decent amount of water
Mm-hmm.
is, and I clean as much of just the nastiness off of me as I can.
Mm-hmm. You just like put your hands in the water, just start just getting it off you.
And I say that I told the alchemist that we're adventurers. We tend to stumble into jobs like this, and we deal with jobs like this. We weren't going to die.
Well, you have to understand my point of view. We saw loads and loads of people in there die, and everything that's come out of it has been horrifically monstrous. You have to understand that.
Well, hopefully we've at least solved the problem for now.
With any luck, I mean, the fact that that you're alive means that whatever was in there must be dead, right? Like you killed what was ever in there.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He coughs up some blood that's not his own.
I just want to go back to town and bathe, please.
Oh no! Yeah, yes.
And I want to lay down.
You can be honest. Did you smell us coming before we got here?
No.
Oh, really? I figured we must stink right now.
Well, if I'm honest, before not too long ago, the inside of the cave was covered in mist. I couldn't even really see inside.
Ah.
That would be the Void Kraken, which now covers our bodies. Ugh.
I want to say something, but I know I can't because we do talk about stuff out of game.
Oh, well, say whatever you want to say, but it won't be canonical. How about that?
I want to ask if I can roll history, knowing about the true fates of the generals.
No, like again, yeah, it's because we know stuff out of game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say a no on that, but like, I appreciate the attempt.
Yeah, that's
but
why.
But yeah, no, I agree with that one. So yes, so like he gestures for you to happily climb aboard and will allow you to get on the ship. Obviously, Caffro and Wilk and Won't will stumble on behind you as well. Hoot will stumble on, and so will Hera. So you will kind of get on the boat. As Edward pulls up the ranking to the walkway to get on the ship, he will turn to you all and says, "It's getting pretty late. I can maybe take the longer route so that you can sleep before we get into town. Is that something that you would want, or?"
To be fair, I'm gonna sleep anyway, so sure.
Yeah, they need as much sleep as they can get, I think.
I mean, you look like you need some rest as well.
I've managed through worse, but sleep wouldn't be too bad.
I mean, by all means, you have your rooms down there. I'm happy for you to rest.
Thank
I
you.
feel like I should have got something.
Who
Oh my god,
cares?
where's Seymour?
Timur is still there with him.
Start behind me. What's the problem? Must be nothing. Let's go.
Yeah, Seymour died 5 years ago.
Timur was never real. It was always in your head.
Seymour kind of runs up and like punches your knee.
But you all start to make your way onto the ship, and unless there's anything specific anyone wants to do, you can all head down and get your long rest. Now I'm going to ask a very dangerous question. Did everyone complete their level ups? I know Devin did, because I did it with him.
Oh, I haven't gotten my new spell yet, but
I've completed it.
You completed it? Okay, close enough. Good enough. Anyway, so, yes, you all get aboard the ship, and you all go and hunker down, and it does take a little bit of time for the ship to get anywhere near the shore, because like Edward said, he's taking the longer route to allow you the full time to sleep prior.
How long would it be?
So normally the route's about 5 hours, but because he's taking the longer route to allow you to rest, it's probably going to take about 9 to 10 hours.
Okay. About 5 hours in, Yaxper bursts awake.
Okay.
Oh, Jackie!
Everyone roll me a con save. I want to, not you, Devin. I want to see all the people apart from you to see if they are woken up by your shouting. So, Insira, Nerastine. So Nerastine, you actually do get woken up. You hear him shout, "Oh, Jackie!" and it just pulls you out of. If you're trying to sleep, it pulls you out of your sleep. If you're just trancing, it pulls you out of your trance. Insira, you actually don't get pulled out of this. You're like the trauma of everything that's happened, and everything has just been so much.
The trauma.
Well, I mean, she literally saw 2 of her brothers die right before her fucking eyes.
And then there's the actual physical exhaustion of, the
Void
fucking
Kraken,
fight itself, so...
So she got reasons to be asleep, bitch. Out of curiosity, why is it 3 plus 2?
I don't know. I literally have no clue.
Oh,
You just
weird.
you just clicked Constitution. You didn't click a Constitution save.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That might be why. So no, now because of that, you are in fact woken up. So you hear Yaxpa jolt up and say, "Oh, Jackie."
Do it again. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are now bursted awake. What do you what do the two of you do upon being forced awake by this shenanigan?
In
If
Zero's
only I had it, I would cast silence on them.
Do you not have silence?
I have it. It's just not prepared.
Oh.
Can you let me go first? Because I think this might be funnier.
Go ahead.
Go quickly.
And then he goes, I'm sure it's no big deal. Then he goes back to sleep. That's it.
The fact that he jolts up, screaming that, and wakes us both up. Well, just as far as I know, just me.
Hey, what is this? A bunk bed situation? What is this?
No, it's kind of like, so you know what the bottom of a boat looks like. It's just that across some of the guard,
all the mats.
across some of the guard like the wooden like poles, there are hammocks that are set up, and you've been sleeping in those hammocks.
Mm-hmm.
So when he does that and wakes me up, I draw silence.
Oh, you just draw the sword like motherfucker.
I'm so tempted to just stab him with it.
He's already asleep the other way. He's looking the other way.
And I see Seymour, and
He gives you a shrug.
I'm like, no one has to know.
How would Seymour react to being told no one has to know?
little card that says, "I know."
Wait, I'm sure he woke Seymour up too. Little crap probably pissed as well.
I don't think he needs to sleep in the traditional way.
Does he?
He doesn't, but he does. He's a weird creature.
It's more for show than anything.
I tell Seymour that he's lucky I like him, and I put the dagger away, or short sword away, and just lay back in the hammock, looking over at Insira to see if she woke up.
Seymour thinks internally. I haven't done this before, actually. I don't think, but Seymour thinks internally. I'm telling him you said that.
So, Insira, when you've woke up, are you trying to hide that you've woken up? Or are you just, like, full up, like, what the fuck?
She's not going to try to hide she woke up.
Okay, so, I would say then that roll a perception check, Akara, but it's gonna be a low DC because she's not trying to hide it. It's gonna be like a 10. So, yeah, you 100% noticed that she was startled and woken up by Yaxpa's foolishness as well.
Okay, I'll let Caitlin go first.
And Sarah is actually gonna have her act differently, but then thinking about it, it's gonna be this way. And Sarah's not gonna say anything. She's not even gonna glare at Yaxper. She just looks kind of out of it and just lays back down and pulls the covers over her head.
Y'all hear something?
It's not even that. It's just, and Sierra's going into depression mode.
Right. Okay. So, how is there a way that Neurostine reacts after seeing that, or?
I tell her that I don't know what he made you see. I know you probably don't want to talk about it. I don't know if you ever want to talk about it. But I've lived through quite a bit of trauma myself. If you ever do want to talk about it, just let me know, and I can always listen if you want.
And Sarah's not going to remove the blanket, but she will say thank you. And will say, I need to try to reach my parents tomorrow.
Well, hopefully now that the Void Kraken is gone, you should be able to.
Yeah. And she just doesn't say anything after that.
Niristine, with a 19 perception check as well, you would also notice as you look around the bottom of the boat that Wilken Won't seems to be missing, but so does Hera.
I get up to go see where they might have wandered off to, just to see if everything's okay. Because I know how badly he was beaten up during the fight, and I want to just make sure he's okay.
Okay. So you look. Roll me investigation. We're going to see how long it takes you to find them. You will find them, but I just want to see how long it takes you. Okay, so actually it doesn't take you that long. You look down the bottom and you see that there's definitely no one else in the other bunks. Obviously Alexander and that are still down there. The only two that seem to be missing are Hera and Wilken Won't. You eventually then gather your courage to go up on deck, and you look around and you see that Edward isn't on manning the helm of the ship at the moment. It is Leopold who's manning the helm of the ship. And as he looks at you, he kind of nudges with his head to the very front of the ship. And you would see that Hera is standing there, but there is no Wilk or Won't to be seen.
It actually takes me a moment to get going after I get up onto the deck, because fuck water.
Yeah.
And I eventually start to make my way towards Hera. And stand next to her. And I tell her that I noticed that she and Wilk were missing, because Yaxper woke us up and just wanted to come and see if everything was alright.
Well, Wilk is gone, so I guess it's alright, but it's not alright at the same time.
What do you mean gone? How did he leave?
Well, I was trying to meditate, and when I was trancing, something felt off and couldn't quite focus, so I came up here thinking that maybe it was the environment. Maybe I needed some air, so I came up, but when I got up here, I saw that Wilk was standing right near the edge of the boat, and thought it was a bit strange, and the closer I got to him, I noticed these. She gestures to the floor, and you see that for some reason there's like a series of just fresh leaves on the floor. When I noticed them, it was like something strange was going on, so asked like outright what's going on, and Wilk told me that, well, I don't know if I told you, but back when we were in the forest, we had this strange kind of meeting with like a weird forest entity or something. I don't know what really it was, but it was some kind of weird elk thing. And, well, it made some mentions about Wilk and something about being a champion of something. And, well, when I came up here, he told me that it had spoke to him again, and it saw what happened when we were fighting the Void Kraken, and it said that he wasn't ready for what was coming, and he wasn't ready to be the champion that he needed to be. It offered him time to go and receive the training that he needs to be what he needs to be for us. And he said that he was going to accept. Next thing I knew, he was gone, and just more of these leaves appeared. I don't know if that fully explains to you how he's gone or where he's gone, but
Doesn't necessarily explain where he's gone, but I suppose it explains the why and the how.
I was gonna make a guess. Seeing that thing was some kind of forest spirit, I'd probably say that it managed to take him to the Feywilds. But if that's the case, he ain't gonna just be able to come back at any point, you know? It's not that easy to get back from the Feywilds.
Well, I mean, we know of one place we can get into the Feywilds at least, but that doesn't really help us a whole lot because I don't know how large the Feywilds is, and he could be literally anywhere in there.
Well, here's the thing about the Feywilds. Technically, it's infinite. All we know is that there are different realms of it based on the seasons, but we don't know how long they stretch into. But if you're talking about the Ravenswood, well, that's not a portal. At least not in the sense that we hope it to be. If we go in there after him, we may not be able to come out ourselves.
I mean, I suppose we just have to have faith that he will come out when he's ready to come out.
I knew that, that fight, well, I knew it was hard on him. I saw how that thing just went for him over and over again, but, I didn't think that it'd affect him this much,
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it did.
He was obviously having some self-doubt, some frustration, something that was eating away at him, and just the fact that he just always seemed to be the forefront, the brunt of the damage focused at him. That tends to eat away at someone.
I wish he'd have spoke to me, I wish he'd have said something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I could have helped.
I would assume it's hard for someone like him to speak up on something like that.
Yeah. It always did seem like it was hard for him to talk about his feelings or what was going on. I wonder if he was always just, making jokes to hide that kind of stuff.
That seems to be the case. He'd rather have people smiling and laughing and in a good mood.
Kind of just, I wish maybe he'd have asked us, before just disappearing like that. asked us what we wanted, you know?
Yeah, but unfortunately, it is what it is. We
I
just have to find a way to manage without him for the time being.
not gonna be the same, but I guess there's nothing
Won't
we
have
can
a
do.
seemingly endless supply of apples.
Or a big friendly shield.
No. I guess we'll just have to put Insira out in front of us.
Don't think that's gonna work the way you think it was gonna work.
We still have a meat shield at least.
We can just strap her down with a bunch of shields and just put her out there in front of us.
I really don't think that works exactly how you think it works, but
Oh, it'll work as well as we need it to.
shut up, you're not in this.
Well, maybe hopefully we can find someone that wants to be a big friendly bruiser along the way or something that might be able to fill that void. Who knows?
I don't know if you remember that technically you are all wanted for mass murder.
Yeah, that's true. I always tend to forget about that.
Yeah, that's kind of hanging over your head in case you ever forgot.
Technically, at this point, I think it's only 4 of them that are wanted for mass murder. Actually, 3.
Details. I was just racially profiled.
Yeah, you're not wanted for murder.
Yeah, but-
Cathra wasn't wanted for murder.
But now you're wanted for association. Now you're
Yeah.
aiding. Now technically you're aiding and abetting.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Which is
I don't know about
worse.
the aiding part.
he is. No, he's aiding and abetting. He's helping. He's helping
That's how that
them.
works, yeah.
He didn't aid in the crime, but by not telling
Hey,
the
wait, fuck you, I just got that.
God, you're an idiot.
he is aiding and abetting at this point.
Oh my god.
I love you so much, Devin.
But yeah. So you then see that she stops standing up and kind of takes a cross-legged position right at the front of the boat, kind of just looking out at the sea. You notice it is the dead of night now. The moon's not full. It's in a crescent stage, and the light of that is the only real light you can see.
I asked her if she would like some company or if she would prefer some time alone.
I think I'm just gonna sit up here on my own for a little bit, if that's all right, and maybe try to rest up here.
Okay. Well, you know where we are if you need anything.
And at that point, as you turn around, you would hear
I'm clubbed in the back of the head.
no. You would
That's
hear
also-
stop. Try and interrupt a good moment.
I'm sorry.
You would hear a voice in your head saying, a very familiar voice, that will say, "Darling, I think you and I need to have a get-together, don't you? I think perhaps it's been a bit too long since you've been away gallivanting across the globe. I think perhaps you need to return home." And you would know instantly that this is in fact the voice of your mother. PTSD check, let's go.
Oh,
God, why do I have to roll for that?
Probably,
Constitution.
yeah, it'd be either Constitution or Wisdom, honestly.
dexterity.
But I would actually say Constitution, because it's about the constitution of your mind in of that moment. I would say that dealing with the trauma, hearing the voice of someone that essentially abused you growing up is probably about a 15 DC. So I would say you are probably bound by fear in that moment upon hearing a voice that you haven't heard in a very long time, more than years at this point, probably even decades, possibly. But you have heard it in your head, and it's essentially calling you home. And yeah, you can react however you want, but just bear in mind that Constitution save kind of means that you are in the midst of at least some kind of fear based on that. Fear.
I turn and maybe get barely even 2 steps away before I just stop. And I hear the voice in my head. And it takes a while to even build up any kind of semblance to respond. I thought you were banished to the forest. I thought our name was stricken from the books.
There's a moment that goes by as you feel the sending spell be recast towards you, and it says, "That may be so, dear, but I still require you to return home, where you belong, to help right these wrongs. You have been gallivanting across the world like some child for long enough. It's time you accept your responsibilities and return home like the good girl I taught you to be. This is the end of the matter."
when she starts speaking in that tone, all I can say is, "Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can."
And then you don't get any more replies or anything from it at that point. What do you do now?
I am actually trying not to shake in fear before I try and force myself to keep moving
Okay.
and try and get back below deck, but not to where everybody else is. I want to try and find a private area where I can hunker down.
Alright, roll me an investigation to see if you can find a private area. No, you're not actually finding any private areas. You're too shaken up. You're too stuck in that moment, and you know that the bottom is... essentially, you're staying in an area where normally they hold fish. Like, remember, this is just a fishing vessel that you're in. Normally, the area that you're sleeping in is just where they put their cargo. This isn't a boat that's really meant to go out across the sea for long periods of time. There isn't a lot of place for people to sleep because it's not built for that. So you look and you just essentially just see the empty cargo area, where there are your hammocks set up. The most you could probably do is maybe try to go towards a corner, but
Okay. I'll do that. I'll go into. I'll go into the room and I'll huddle up in a corner, probably where there's like enough stuff cluttered up to where maybe I won't get noticed.
you're trying to be very roll me a stealth check because you're trying to be stealth. I imagine at the very least you're trying to hide and therefore you're trying to be stealthy. So a nice stealth. That's a really really good stealth check. Devon's went back to sleep. I don't know. I know that Caitlin just went be right back, but do you remember if she specifically said if Insira went straight back to sleep or not?
I remember she said that she never uncovered her head,
Okay,
but
well,
I don't know if she ever actually said she was going back to sleep.
Okay, well then that's
Not
all right. So
really. Well-
Caitlin's right there. And Caitlin's back now. Caitlin, did you say that Insira covered her head completely and was trying to sleep, or just covered her head?
She was gonna try to sleep, but I don't know if she went back to sleep yet. So sorry.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna say because you covered yourself.
I will say she's having a hard time sleeping. She's having bad dreams.
Right.
And shit.
Do me a favor then. Roll me a perception check, but because of the status of everything, do me at disadvantage.
Okay. What am I trying to perceive, by the way? Sorry, I had to go to the...
A shaken Neurostine that is trying to find a place to sleep near you guys while not being seen because they are shaken up at the mental intervention of their mother. So, interesting fact, if that wasn't a disadvantage, you would have noticed. But it is a disadvantage, so you didn't notice.
Okay.
Because you were trying to beat Neurostine's stealth check, and her stealth check was a 24. So you do not come close to a 24, therefore you do not notice it. You hear some ricketing noises, but it's just the sound. Really, if you stop and listen a second, it's actually just the sound of the waves crashing on the side of the boat, because there is some white noise in that aspect. Right then. So, all of you have your nice long rest. You have your nice sleeps. You've already done all of your health and all that, so we don't need to worry about that. If you didn't, I would say this was the point to do that, but we're ahead of ourselves, which is good. You do wake up after a couple more hours, another 4 or 5 hours. You wake up and you can see bits of daylight coming through, like the small parts of the boat, like the small spaces between the boardings of the boat. And you all notice that you are no longer moving. The boat has docked successfully at the Olark township. Now, who gets up first and who does what? Let's discuss who's gonna get up and go down and do what.
I do not get up if I can avoid it. I try and stay hidden where I'm at for as long as I can.
Okay, so you're gonna hold back. In Sierra, you're woken up by the light coming through the boardings. What do you do?
She's a little out of it for several reasons.
Mm-hmm.
She does not want to move
Okay.
just yet.
Yaxper, you feel the warmth of a new day going against you as you lay down. What do you do?
Feel the warmth of a new day inside this ship. He's gonna look around and look for his crab, which I don't know if he immediately sees.
He won't see it straight away, but through hazy, sleepy vision, you will eventually see your crab buddy.
Oh, I see. Hiding under the bed, were we? Ah, not the most original place, but whatever works. So, did I miss anything while I was out?
As you say that, oddly enough, Edward comes down the stairway and will. You notice he's got a mug already in his hand, and he says, "Well, it's funny you mention that. I was gonna come and wake you all up now anyway, but since you mentioned it, the whole town is gathered after I've told them what's happened, and right now they all want you out there. So, well, get your shit together because I'm pretty sure they're trying to call you a parade or something."
I hope it's actually a parade and not like something else.
No, it's a parade. I told them what you did and that you cleared out the cave, and they're kind of, well, at first they didn't believe it, but then after I told them about the state that I saw you in when you came out of there, well, people started chatting, people started talking, and before I knew it, they were demanding to see you because they wanted to see the heroes that saved the village.
Oh. Seymour, are you in the mood for a parade? Seymour scurries off. Oh.
Honestly, with how the town folks are being, I don't think you've got a choice.
Oh. Where are my pals?
They're all there. They're all still down there. Just you can look around and you see that Insira's kind of huddled in her blanket, and Neristine's off in the very corner of the room. You would see that Hoot is kind of nested up, kind of puffed up like a bird, and Alexander is slowly waking up. You would notice that Cathro is already sitting up and awake in his armor. You would notice that Wilken Won't is not present, and neither is Hera. And then after he takes a swig of whatever is in his mug, Edward will say, "Oh, the other Alf, the other one, they're up on the deck. They kind of ended up coming up there and just sleeping up there. So that's where that is. No idea where the big guy is though."
Oh. Wait. Yeah, wait, where is Wilk? Huh. Maybe he already went to join the parade.
No, he definitely didn't, or at least not that I saw.
Is there like an apple dunking area? He might have run off there.
No, I think you're overthinking. Basically, all the town people are on the docks and they want to see you.
Well, when you say parade, I have certain expectations, but I'm not a picky
I
person.
said they wanted to throw you a parade. I didn't say they were throwing you a parade right now.
My mistake. Okay, that makes more sense. So Insira did not wake up?
And Insira, I think it's implied that Insira's still huddled under the covers. Is that it?
Insira's awake. She
Holy
just
shit.
doesn't want to get out.
Jesus. Okay, they
Shit,
hit roll 20 again. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm used to doing roll 20 now for some of the
Everything
other shit.
for all of the
That's
games,
weird.
essentially. Let's
That's
not.
weird. I actually didn't hear it on Roll20.
Be thankful. Anyway,
I did.
Insira's she's awake. She just doesn't want to move yet. Oh God! Look how far we've come home. Been a while.
And as he looks around and notices that you're kind of all apprehensive, he's like, "Well, I actually thought upon hearing that the entire town's calling you heroes, that you might actually be excited or something rather than just moping around like teenagers." But
I'm excited. It's just new for me.
I'm talking about all your companions, mate. Like they're all just kind of. I mean, I kind of expect it from the Drow, if I'm honest with you, but.
At that, Insira will just sit up on the bed and just get ready to get up. She's not gonna say much though.
I mean, if it makes you any more excited, I'm pretty sure I saw your big wolf friend out there.
Oh.
I start to get out of the corner that I was in.
That's what it takes.
Takes the wolf friend.
Puppy.
Takes the puppy.
Moping over. Wolf time.
Right. As he says that, he takes another swig of the drink, and he says, "Oh, I should offer. Does anyone want coffee?"
I'm good. Thank you.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I don't think I trust giving you coffee. Points at Yaxper.
Well, now I want it.
Oh,
I mean, if
no.
you want some, you can have some, but I'm just saying, I'm not sure if I trust to give
know
you
what?
coffee.
I want some damn coffee.
Oh God.
All right, let me get you a pot. He goes upstairs a moment, and you hear the cluttering of noise.
While he's
Yeah.
gone, I feel like I just got tricked. I feel like I just got reverse psychology.
I
Yes.
doubt it.
I feel like you're
Yes.
smart enough to know you just got reverse psychology.
The big head is not for show.
Right. He then returns after a few moments, and sure enough, he has another like tankard, like a metal tankard full of warm steaming coffee, and he hands it out. He walks through the lot of you, and he hands it out towards you, Yaxpa. Do you accept? Okay, drink the coffee.
Oh God, I don't want this to happen. Please.
What is this, a con save, or just drink it?
Yeah, drink the coffee and do a con save for me.
Alright. Don't get too hopped up.
I kind of want you to roll a nap.
Okay, for
Incredible.
for the next 10 minutes, you have the effects of the haste spell on you. Your AC goes up by 2. You can move double your movement speed, and you get a haste action.
I feel great!
I knew it was a bad idea to give him that, but I mean, he asked for it, so.
Let's go join the party! Woo! Runs out.
I'm gonna watch and be like, my God. Just shaking her head and gets up and goes out too.
Well, I mean, do you want any coffee? Like, do the rest of you want any?
I'm good, thank you.
Alright.
Honestly, I could probably use the distraction. I'll take some.
He will then go upstairs and he'll come back down with another one, and he'll hand it over to you. He'll hand you a set of coffee. So, congratulations, you have the coffee.
I drink the coffee.
Roll me a con
What-
save.
What is it like up top? Like, is there people just outside the boat, like waiting? Like, what's?
Well,
the-
you should be
like?
on the next map to see it. Let me make sure that yeah. You see like on the deck walk.
I do see.
So this is what you'd be able to see. So I'm pulling the characters off slowly, but because you didn't nat fail it, you have the effects of the long strider spell, so you get an extra 10 foot of movement for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see that the entire townsfolk, including people you know like Trevor, are all assembled. The only person that you can't really see that's not assembled is the elven blacksmith, or the librarian. Those are the only individuals that you can't see that are not there. Everyone else is there.
Up on top deck, Jasper goes out and just looks at everyone and goes, "Did you know the Void Kraken is stinky? And he sucks? And we kicked his ass!"
Upon hearing that, you just hear the roar of everyone as they start clapping and start hooting and hollering. They're genuinely like ecstatic to see you, and like that everyone wants to know the story. Everyone wants to know like what's going on. That they're cheering for you. This is like essentially one of the first times that you've actually had a group of people like. Remember how the characters were when you were liberating the previous city, the previous town? It's the exact same thing. Like you're actually now really feeling people be happy to see you. Also, Kara, you dropped.
I want to say something. Oh,
I dropped.
Yeah, well, you're back now, but yeah.
I want to do something in character, but usually while I would just do it impulsively, I'm going to ask how this might play out first.
Okay, well, ask away.
Just because I feel like, in context, the audience might get very confused or perhaps frightened. I want him to start firing his gun into the air.
Do you want to start firing your gun in the air?
And they would be like, "Oh, that's some weird fireworks he's got there."
Do you want to start firing your gun in the air?
Remember, he's not drunk, so he's not like unaware of where he's shooting. He is shooting in the air.
Yeah.
He's just excited. He's not like shooting the sails or anything.
No. He's just aiming into the sky. I got that. Yeah. But you are doing that, correct?
Yeah.
Roll me intimidation.
Oh my god.
You've just randomly, like, in celebration, you've started firing your gun in the air. Of course everyone's fucking terrified.
Oh my god!
Yeah, people are just like, oh, he's gone crazy, he's lost it!
Can I come up from behind him and slap him upside the head?
Yeah, would they hear the gunshots?
Yeah, of course. 110% you would hear the fucking gunshots.
Insira is going to just grab Yaxper by the hair and pull a little, not hard, but a little enough to get his attention and go,
"Well, hey,
you're not allowed coffee ever again."
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
Put the guns away.
It's just the one, but okay. It kind of fades.
It goes away, and everyone's like calms down a little bit, and they're like, whoa.
It's a weird crossbow he's got.
Yeah, there's the people are, like, kind of confused, and like they don't understand how you've taken, like, I don't know, how you've taken a spell and put it in an item. They're like, is that a wand? Like, no, it's definitely not a wand. I've not seen a wand like that before. It's got like a weird, like, crossbow handle in it, and
how did he get the fireworks packed in there?
How is he casting firebolt from that? I don't understand. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Must all be part of the festivities.
Yeah. But I'm guessing gradually everyone makes their way off from the boat. You can all hear
like someone getting eaten by the tiger at the show. It's all part of the show. You
can all easily hear the people are cheering and chanting for you. So like that's something that you can when you get up there, you're gonna get this kind of roaring kind of welcome from the people.
I let Yaxper go first because he's clearly the most invested in all this.
Did we get a chance to bathe?
Yeah, no, you guys didn't. You went straight to sleep. Neristine did. Neristine bathed when you got outside. They cleaned themselves off of the gunk. So Neristine, yes. The rest of you, no.
So just covered head to toe.
No, to be fair, Zero wants a hot bath.
Covered head to toe in refuse, jumping up and down, firing off a gun into the air.
Right. So I'm pretty sure that's everyone.
Worst person.
We've got Alexander, we've got Hoot, we've got Hera, we've got Cathro, we've got Yaxper, we've got Insira, we've got Neristine. That's everyone, right?
Slowly transformed him into Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, I think that's it for right now.
Yeah, that is. So you all get off of the boat, and like all the people are just They're clamoring to hear the story. You do stink. Like, you've got that disgusting smell about you. But no one cares. No one cares that you stink. They want to shake your hands. They want to know, the people. They want to see what they now see as the heroes of the town. They want to see you, and they want to know you. How do you react to that?
Now I gotta tell you guys, we got a story to tell. But boy, do we also need a bath. Pause for laughter.
They start cheering and they're not even laughing. They're too in the cheer of what's going on at the moment that they're not laughing. They're cheering and the dwarf comes up and tries to shake your hand and then the dock workers kind of just like instantly you get kind of like the people are like kind of just all over you, not in like a bad sense, but in like a they want to like meet you and talk to you and they don't care. That you stink or whatever sense. Everyone's just all over you.
Oh, this is really nice. Thank you.
How are you reacting to this right now, Nirostine? You're being flooded by people trying to shake your hand, trying to. What happened? How did it die? What did you fight down there? I heard that there were monsters made of fish.
Next step.
Yeah, just snapping necks left and right.
Just shanking everyone that comes too close.
Inflict wound.
I'm doing my best to maintain composure. Trying to be as normal as possible. For Nirostine, of course.
Okay.
And I try and shake hands, and I'm trying to tell as many as possible. Let them get cleaned up. Let us gather in the tavern, and we will tell you everything that happened. Don't rush everybody. Just give us a chance.
I want you to make 2 rolls for me. I first want you to make a performance, and secondly, I want you to make me a persuasion. Ooh. Now roll me a persuasion. Right, so what I now want to do, in Sierra and Yaxper, I want you to roll me an insight check. Both of you.
Oh.
And Sierra, yes?
Give me a second.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah. So, both of you immediately feel that there is something very off from Nirostine. In the way that they are acting, the way that they're speaking, the tone of their voice, you both get that there's something off going on. Yaxper, you get more than that. You get the feeling that it's kind of like there's a performance going on here, like that Nirostine's trying to keep themselves together, that perhaps there's something going on that they're trying to hide. You specifically feel that based on the way that they're acting. But you did succeed in the persuasion, and like the people kind of like they start to like move out of your way and they start to like back off so that you guys can make your way out. You would see that as they kind of clear you a path, Trevor is standing right there, kind of quite happy. You can see he's happy to see that people are treating you all of you in like the group in a positive light, kind of like how he's seen you, because he's seen you, be the people that have come to save him. He's seen you stand up to the tyranny and in the previous town, and he sees the good in you guys, and he's happy that he's seeing other people see that. So if you want to make your way out from that space, you can. You should all be able to control your tokens now. If you can't, I'll see if I can fix that. But yeah, you would all notice that Striaka was hiding, not hiding, but trying to peer around the people over here. And as soon as you come through, she will bound over towards you all.
I come up to Striaka and I give her a good scruffing, scratch, and petting, and a bit of a headbutt.
The effect. Roll me a straight charisma. Or an animal handler. Oh no, that's good enough. That's good enough. She does it back. She's enraptured of being able to see you again. You can tell in her reactions that she missed, or the group of you, very specifically you, but the entire group. She's showing in her interactions that she's missed you. This is an actual real friendly moment from Striaka. She's been a bit. Even before, when, after she'd warmed up to you, she was a bit strange about the way she showed affection, like with the headbutting and stuff. But, this time she gives you a big old lick across the face, and you can see that she's legitimately missed you all.
And Sarah will give her a ration and just a nice pet.
Roll me an animal handling check. It's good enough. She licks up she licks your whole hand, and she's a winter wolf, which is the size of a dire wolf. So her whole tongue kind of just is the size of your hand and a little bit of your wrist. So it laps up the food that's in it, and you can just see that she's happy to accept the food and to accept the pettings.
And then I feed Yaxper to Striaka.
Okay. Roll me a strength to see if you can grapple him.
All right.
Yaxper
tries to catch up with Nerstein, but the crowd is, what it is.
It is what it is.
And Sarah will look at a couple people and ask, nearest hot bath, perhaps?
The kind of harlotty looking woman to the side of you will gesture and say that well, the best that we can offer is, if you go to the tavern, we could pull out a tub, and we could use the stove to warm up some water for you.
I will take that if you don't mind. I'm covered in Void Kraken goo.
Trust me, at this point, I think we'll essentially give you anything we can give you. So if you want a bath, we can do that.
Please, thank you. I can also help warm up the stove. And, the people who know Insira here can tell, she's acting very different.
Mm-hmm.
She's not as excitable or happy right now. She's very out of it, and she's looking quite a bit downcast.
As that happens and everyone's kind of moving along, Hoot will look at Yaxper and say, "That's very strange. I kind of thought that people would be, a little bit more excited. Some of your party feels like they've lost the battle, not won it."
Oh, yeah. I'm not really sure either.
And Sarah's looking around real quick, and she's gonna realize, wait, where's Wilk and Walt?
That's a good question. I was looking for him earlier. Is he still on the boat?
Hera will pipe up and go, maybe we need to talk about that later, but right now let's just kind of agreeing that we all maybe need a bath, and I need something to eat. So let's get that done first, and then I'll tell you about it later. Okay.
Oh, okay. And then Sierra will go where they tell her to take the bath.
As you're
Whatever it may be.
about to leave, Caffro will come up and he'll just say to you all that you guys hold on, I got a voice thing for this. You guys go and do what you gotta. I'm gonna go see that elf about my new swords.
Do you need the crystals and whatnot that we gathered for you?
He holds out his hand and just gives you a firm nod in typical kind of silentish Caffro way.
That last part was very Fabio.
Yeah.
I handled the shards and whatnot that I was able to gather, so
Yeah.
I would hand that off to him.
You can take those out of your inventory now, please.
But I want them.
Well, you just gave them to him, so.
But I want them.
Well, you can't give and keep. That's not how that works.
Kara, watch her try.
And then
Does Yaxper still have any coffee in his cup left?
no, he gulped. That what he got was the
Drank all
result
that
for
shit.
drinking the entire coffee.
I forgot I still had that vial of goo.
You were gonna try to put the goo in there, make him pregnant again. You fucking monster.
Prometheus shit.
Right.
Fucking
Okay.
Fassbender putting the ooze in my drink.
Right. So, now there is some free time for your characters to do what they want to do. I'm assuming that part of that free time will be that you all take your turns going into the kitchen of the tavern and enjoying a bath in the kind of makeshift bath that they have together for you. So I'm assuming everyone will want to do at very least that with their time. Am I correct?
Yeah, and Sierra's definitely gonna want to do that, and she'll also thank the people that help get it set up and say, "I really appreciate it."
Okay, so what we're going to do then is, if all of you just roll me an initiative, because what we're going to do is this is just going to be for you telling me a little bit about what you're going to do with the time before you then all meet back up and everything. So we've
I
got,
was hoping I'd go first so I could be Caitlin to the bath.
so you can be getting into the bath. Devin, could you just roll me an initiative
Well,
and
this
we'll
is
get.
after the baths, right?
No, this will be before the bath.
Okay.
This will be what you guys do and who gets to do things first and everything. Oh, look at Yaxper.
Damn it, you beat her to the bath.
Get out all the crits now, Devon. Get them all out now on this stuff. Right. Okay. So, Devon, you've gotten through the crowd. What would you like to do with your time before you all regather later on? So you've got about at least anywhere I'd say between 3 and 4 hours. About 4 or 5 hours to do something. Whatever Yaxper wants to do during that time. We know you're probably gonna bath.
He was probably gonna go check and make sure that Nerstein was okay. But I don't know if that's.
No. This is your time, so
Yeah.
you go off the boat. I'm assuming you maybe do this away from the crowds.
Yeah.
So I'm forcefully dragged away against my will.
Hold on, let me just reveal all the area so that I can. I actually don't know why.
Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, I'm as okay as any of us are.
Roll me a fucking deception.
I don't know about that.
Well, no, wait, hold on, Devon. They need to roll a deception because what they're saying is a lie.
It's not necessarily a lie. We're all fucked up.
I'm interpreting that this is a lie because he's asking, "Are you okay?" in the sense of an emotional sense. You're not gonna hide your way around this. So deception, please.
It was a 12.
Oh, there it is. Right, roll me an insight check, Devon.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
you can tell that there's some bullshit going on here. That there's some deflection. That they're saying, "Oh, I'm about as alright as everyone else." Like they're deflecting from your meaning of, "Are you emotionally okay? Is everything alright?" And deflecting into
That's some wolfback bullshit right there. No offense, buddy. Turns to his side. Okay, I get it.
So yeah, well, how do you react to that, Nerestein?
Is he on the map?
No, I'll give him in a second. Just, keep doing the stuff that you're doing. So yeah, how does Nerestein react to that?
How close is Insira to us? Because I mean, she's
Insira,
right there,
you
but I don't
wouldn't
know if
have
she's actually
moved.
right
You
there.
would have been there because this isn't your turn yet.
Okay.
So Insira would have really realistically been down there.
I'm not alright. I'm just not sure it's something that I can actually deal with.
Well, not talking about it doesn't help.
Yeah, that. What I mean is, it's literally something that I don't know if I can deal with. Because it requires going to the Underdark.
Oh.
And because of the massive civil war going on down there, I don't know if anyone would survive going down there.
Oh. So do you want to go down there with everyone?
I know if I say no, you would all want to go anyway.
That's about right.
But I wouldn't want to put any of you at risk for what I have to do.
Well, I mean, we do the adventure thing for a reason.
Yes, but we're doing the adventure thing to save everybody. This is...
You're part of everybody.
Am I, though?
Yeah. You're part of everybody. Seymour's part of everybody. And Sarah's part of everybody. And our wolf friend is part of everybody.
Yeah, but am I part of everybody that should be safe?
That's stupid. Why are you being like this? You deserve just as much as everyone else.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about that. Because
Everyone deserves the same chance.
I've had several of those chances, and I've blown just about every single one of them. Either through actions of my own, or just one reason or another.
I don't know. I think I've heard my fair share of self-deprecation in my time, and I think maybe you just need to remember that sometimes things seem worse than they are, but we can always get out of them.
what if this last thing has to deal with something you genuinely don't recall being a part of, but you're still being punished for it?
Well, then I guess you have two choices. You can either try to make do on what you may or may not have done, or you can view it as the responsibility of a person that you no longer are and ignore it. But that's up to you.
Me ignoring it and the other person ignoring it are two very different things.
They are very different things, but you can choose.
I can choose to ignore it because I unwittingly ignored it for a very long time. They chose not to and forced it back into my life.
Well, that sounds to
That's
me
how-
like something that
That's how we met.
that
Because
sounds
it was
like
forced back into my life.
that sounds to me like something that your friends should help you out with, honestly.
I don't know. She dealt with the people that would be considered friends easily the first time without so much as a sweat.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it won't be easy, but maybe it'll be like, half a Void Kraken. Eh? Eh? Eh?
That's how the characters are going to determine how easy or hard something is
absolutely.
from now on. It's
The leaderboard has been established.
based on the Void Kraken. How easy was it?
It's about the quarter.
This thing is 1.5 Void Krakens.
Oh no, we're hitting a 2 Void Kraken situation. Everyone's sweating.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's a 2 Void Kraken situation, everyone's leaving, running for their life.
Everyone's dying at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
Don't worry. I think wherever we decide to go next, whether it's there, you've got me, you've got Seymour, you've got Insira, you have Striaka, we have we God damn it. It's not that I forgot names, it's that I'm laughing because I'm trying to take it seriously when they're not here.
Yeah.
Well, you know that Wilk and Won't aren't there. You know that, so.
No, I know they're not here, but
Yeah.
he doesn't
Not
know they're
here,
gone.
here.
Yeah. But we have Cathro and we have Wilk and Won't, wherever the heck they are.
yeah.
Is the boat gone? Did the boat leave?
No, it's still there.
It's still, it must
It
be like
walked
that.
off.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't sail off. It sprouted legs. It just wandered away.
No, it's still harbored. It's still there in the harbor, like right next to it.
Maybe he's like stuck taking like a huge dump. He just can't
Well-
get off the toilet.
With all the apples that he eats, that's a massive amount of fiber.
Out of character, this is a really shitty joke to make when you know he's gone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a shitty joke anyway.
Well, to be fair, the talk between Neurostine and Hera could tell you a lot.
But anyway.
Hopefully we'll find out where he is on the boat.
I'm sure he can't be too far. I have to tell that puppet how much I hate him.
I think he knows.
You know what? Smile on its face. I think you're right.
Somewhere in the distance, one was like, "Fuck yeah, expert." just for no reason.
Yeah. Well, whatever we do next, I'll be around. I think I should Oh, I should go have a bath now.
Yeah, you really stink.
Right. So while
I think and he reaches into his mouth. He starts picking at his teeth. He pulls out like a Void Kraken chunk. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's,
How'd it get
that's,
stuck in there?
That's
It's not like I
nasty.
bit it. How'd it get stuck in there? It's not like I bit into him.
That's nasty.
right, so Insira, you're next on the docket. So they're having their conversation. I'm assuming you would just book it straight to the tavern for the bath, right? I'm gonna guess that, right?
Yeah, because I think she could tell they're talking privately.
Oh yeah, you would have. So the woman that's with you, she would have led you over across here, and you see that there is a back entrance to the tavern. I'll ping the area just so you can see over here. And once you come through, she'll lock the door behind her. She has a set of keys, and she'll pull out a bath. And what you think is a bath is actually kind of like a big crate, essentially.
Hey, if it works, it fucking works. At this point, they ain't gonna be picky.
And she'll be like, "All right, well, I'll start the stove," and takes her time to go to the stove, lights the fire, and says, "Oh, it's gonna be a little bit. Obviously, I need to put the water barrel on, and it takes a while for an entire water barrel to warm up. Just warning you now."
I appreciate it, thank you. I'll be outside in the tavern. I'm gonna try to contact somebody.
Yeah, you do it in here. I got a feeling that all those people are gonna come in here for drinks soon, and if you want any semblance of kind of privacy, I would suggest maybe doing it out in here.
Okay, thank you. She'll go over here, and then she's gonna try to use the spell Sending.
What are you trying to send with the spell Sending? Please deduct that spell slot, though, of course.
Yep. She's gonna try to send to her mother. I know about the big battle. I know some of them are dead. How many died?
There'll be a few moments of anxiety-driven quiet, is what I would describe it as. Because I imagine,
it would be
that
really tense.
that's how your mind is. You hear the kind of the bubbling and boiling of the water in the background as the woman has made her way out, and you'll go out from the front. You hear the kind of the water, and there's a tense moment of not sure, not getting a response. Oh no, are they actually hearing you? Did they get the response? Are you going to get a response back? Was that real? Was that not real? The anxiety mindset is the way I would describe it. And then I'm not going to attempt to do a special voice for your mother because I don't really know what that would sound like. But for now, I'll just do it as a normal voice. Which you would hear a sniffle in the. Please no. You would hear a sniffle. You'd hear a sniffle in the message back, and the response would just be all of them.
And Zira's gonna have trouble breathing.
Okay.
Like, she's hit the ground, she's having trouble breathing, tears running down her face, just full on panicking.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to get a control of herself enough to send another sending message.
Okay. If you want to really play into it, you could roll yourself a con save to see if you're stable enough to do that. Nope. You are not going to be stable enough for at least the next 10 minutes.
Which is very fitting.
Yeah. So 10 minutes pass and you're like in this like rush of anxiety and fear and crying and kind of like crying where you're like hyperventilating and you're struggling to catch breaths. But then, gradually it starts to calm down a little bit. You're still distraught and in like a real like terrible like moment, but you've pulled yourself a little bit more together to be able to actually like do things, to actually make sense of what's going on. You would hear in the background that this is when people are starting to actually come into the tavern now, that people are starting to start drinking, and you hear the noise and the ruckus of excitement going on. You hear the sound of the bard coming in playing their flute. So you can hear that on the other side of the door, but you managed to pull yourself together just that little bit more at this time.
Okay, then she's gonna use sending again.
Okay, you're sending again, and say whatever you want to say. Is your
She's gonna send to her mother again, and she's gonna be like, "Is Dad alive? Do you have a way out of the Red Sands?"
Again, there's that painful couple of minutes of just nothing and not hearing anything, and then all of a sudden you do get a response back that just says, "No, your father's still alive, but we can't leave. This is our home. This is the only place we know, really. There's no way that we can leave this place. Not after everything. Not after all the blood that's been shed to survive out here. We're not just gonna up and leave. Don't come here."
And Sierra's gonna get pissed at that,
Okay.
and she's gonna say send again.
Okay, so just make sure you mark that off as well. That you've used.
Oh yeah, I'm marking it.
Okay, just.
Oh, I was just meaning, yeah. She's gonna send. You guys are gonna fucking stay there. And she's like having trouble forming words a little bit. You need to get out. Don't let their fucking deaths be in vain. We should have gotten out years ago. It isn't worth it. I told you.
You then again. It's quicker than before. Like the space is definitely not as much as there was for the first two messages. But the message you get back is their death will be in vain if we back down and we leave. These people killed us because they want us to leave. I'm not giving them that. Your father is not giving them that. That is not our family way. And I think all of your siblings would have done the exact same. We don't want you to come back. Stay there. Start a new life. Forget about what's going on here. But we can't. There's too much of our blood in this sand.
She's gonna send again. She's getting angrier and sadder, and she's losing it more.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna send. No, our family way is letting people starve to death. Putting your kids to fight in battles when they're barely able to stand. I told you years ago and you wouldn't listen. We need to get out. If you had, they wouldn't be dead. Dear Mom, please take Daddy. Let's go. Get out of there.
There's a moment of quiet, and you all you can hear is the sound of the water fully boiled, and you can see the steam radiating off it, and the sound of all now that the full bar next to you just the laughter, the sound of drinks, the sound of people cheering, the sound of people singing, and then you just get a response back after that kind of muffles the voice of everything else around you, and she just responds, "No. We are throat biters. This is our land. If this is where we die fighting. We don't back down."
She's gonna stop sending to her mother,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna try her father.
Okay, so if you're gonna send again, knock off another spell slot. I at this point, are you like? I imagine at this point you're probably having to upcast, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm upcasting.
Okay, cool,
I'm
cool.
in the 4th level spells.
Okay, cool. All right, so send to your father.
Dad, you need to get you and Mom out of the Red Sands. Please. I don't want you to die there like the rest of our fucking family.
Again, there's a space and time of quiet. This one's like much longer. This one's really drawn out. You can tell that this one is drawn out because there's thinking involved. There's something of thought being put in before it. So just remind me, your one of your parents was fully tiefling, weren't they?
Yeah, it's the father.
That
The
is
orc.
the dad. Okay.
The mother is the orc.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. So that there's a much longer, drawn-out pause for this one, where you can tell that there is a lot more thought going into it, and you just hear, him responding to you in your head, saying, "Insira, you're not like us. You never were. You tried to be like your siblings, and you tried to be like me and your mother, but you're just not like us. You're not gonna understand why we have to do what we have to do. But your mother's an orc. She's not going to change her mind. And after all our time together, I can't abandon her in that. Stay where you are. Find the wizarding colleges. Make something of yourself. Make something of yourself so that you can live for you and not for us. We will always be your family and we will always love you. But you were never right for this land. This is a land of violence and blood. And this was going to happen sooner or later. Live your life. Find your friends. Earn your place. But don't come back. Your mother and I will always love you. And then it stops there.
Sarah is full on losing it at this point. This is just too much for her to handle. And she's just bawling.
Nurstein, what are you doing?
I am trying to get as far away from Yaxford picking fucking Kraken bits out of his mouth as possible.
Yeah, that's a fair start. That's a fair start.
I whistle for Striaka.
Where is she? Do you check if you can move her for me, because I'm pretty sure
I
you still have. It's set to Striaka.
Yeah,
You
I
can.
move her.
You can. Okay, wonderful. Wait, then by all means, move her as if she is an extension of you.
Turn her out of the way, and we're the odd couple just heading towards the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to fit through these doors, unfortunately.
She barks at you.
I poke my head in.
You can't. The door. You go to poke your head in, and the door is locked.
They don't want us in, Striaka. They don't like our kind. And we will head towards the front. Passing Yaks for still picking Kraken bits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking nasty.
Oh yeah.
Which Kraken did you eat?
How did it get in your mouth? I don't.
I don't know. And
I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking when he was picked up, he like started biting to try and like.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
I give her another good scruffy ear scratch.
Animal handling. Perfect ear scratch. The leg be thumping. It thump on the ground.
Tell her that I've missed her and glad she's still around. And I would have hated not getting to come back to her. But unfortunately, since you can't come inside, you'll have to wait out here while I go in and help tell everyone what happened. And I make my way inside.
Yeah, and again, the moment you get inside, there are cheers and loud noises, and everyone's like, the moment they see you, they're like clapping and they're just banging the tankards on their tables. This place is in a massive uproar, but like a positive uproar. Like everyone's merry, everyone's having the time of their life. They're all happy that these monsters have finally been defeated, and kind of like assuming that they'll never have to worry about them again, and you're one of the people that helped rid them of that, and so that it makes them even happier. They're excited to see you.
I come in and I tell everybody that I doubt they'll let me do it because we're the heroes. But I say drinks are on me. While my other party members are eventually coming to aid in telling you about how we defeated the monster in the mines.
The moment you say drinks are on us, it's just you actually can't finish the rest of your sentence. The moment you say the phrase drinks are on us or on you, the place goes into the loudest noise you can hear. They're screaming at happiness, and the bard, of course, is the first that rushes towards the bar, and then multiple other people kind of just clamber over themselves to get to the bar to order drinks because you've just said that you're paying for all their drinks. In fact, the only individual that doesn't seem to rush over towards the bar in a hurry is Trevor, because Trevor is just over there drinking his own drink. You will regret saying drinks are on us when you realize
sure.
everyone is is clamoring to get to the bar at this point. But yeah, that's how they react upon hearing you say that. So, and then just as it starts to quieten down, you can finish your sentence. But everyone's too busy at the fact that you said, "Hey, drinks are on me."
Yeah, and I go and hang out at one of the tables that's been cleared out while I wait for Yaxper and Sarah.
Right,
and
we're
the
right.
rest.
We are back to Yaxper then. Yaxper, you've been standing there picking all the pieces of Kraken out of your teeth, and you've noticed that in the time that you've spent picking the Kraken out of your teeth, practically everyone's gone. The only people that still seem to be left are people you know.
I assume there was a bath.
No, you haven't had a bath yet. You haven't had a bath yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Syrah hasn't even.
And
got it.
Syrah hasn't even had the bath yet.
Just teeth cleaning.
This is immediately after you've finished pulling bits of Kraken out of your teeth.
He went into the bathroom and then he opened a little box and a little Mario, like in Sunshine, Super Mario Sunshine, started spraying water all over his fucking teeth like that one boss battle. Ah! All better. Oh God, there's still one in there. Oh, got it. Oh, they should invent, Seymour. They should invent like little things that you can like put in your teeth to kind of clean them, rather than like having to pry everything out with my nails. They should do that. That would make a lot of money.
You then hear Alexander. Alexander says that's called a toothpick.
Oh, we have those?
Yes, they're toothpicks. They're small bits of wood in the shape of a point. You know what a pike is? It's like a very, very small pike.
I wish someone told me about that before I spent 45 minutes pulling all these out.
But I mean, I didn't realize that was what you were doing at first, honestly. And then the more I looked, the more I realized that's what you were doing, and it was, yes, strange. I didn't know exactly how to tell you to stop doing it, if I'm honest.
Well, that's a fair reason.
Are you okay?
My pride's a little wounded, but other than that, I think I'll be alright.
You have no pride.
Shut up, you!
You see Alexander take out his notebook, and quill pen, and says, "While I have you here, a moment before we continue, you in the caves, that strange weapon you were firing. What is it? I haven't seen quite anything like it. If you could, I would like to see it a bit closer so that I could maybe take a sketch for my notebook."
He kind of starts spinning his finger and then it pops and he's kind of like revolver ocelotting. Yeah, it's right here.
Ah, wonderful.
He doesn't hand it to him because he can't.
Yeah,
But he does kind of like. Where are we? Are we at like a table?
no, you're literally standing on the kind of the boardwalk.
I wasn't sure if we were theater of the minding another area.
No,
Is there any surface?
there's a
That's
big
nearby.
crate right there.
All right, come on over here. I'm gonna say he could put it down.
Yeah,
If he
yeah.
rolls it.
No, he can put
Yeah.
it down. He can solidify it. He can't physically give it to another individual.
Yeah.
Unless you die, then he
Yeah.
can.
Here, take another look at it. You can't pick it up or anything, but just go ahead.
He starts sketching with the ink pen. He goes, "It's interesting. My father told me that there were exotic weapons across the seas that were like this, that are like miniature cannons that seem to be
AK-47.
like an item that can fire propelled like ball bearings at high speeds. They can do immense damage when they hit anything. I never thought I would actually see one. I mean, I thought perhaps my father was just jesting when he told me about it, but to actually see something like that up close, it's It's amazing to me.
47. This is a psychic almond.
47. This is the Sea Maker.
Studying it.
Yeah, you see that he's sketching it, and after a few moments he finishes sketching it, and he kind of shuts the book, and he goes, "Well, thank you. Like I said, it was marvelous to see. I mean, I'm hoping that if I can, track down my father quick enough." Oh.
Yes.
He takes a moment as he realizes that he knows his father's dead. Because remember, he knows that he's dead. He just doesn't know how.
Yeah.
So he just kind of goes quiet a moment and goes, oh, don't mind that.
It's okay.
Force of habit.
But yeah, I'm still figuring out the kinks of this thing. It just sort of came to me. Hoot gave me some lessons on how to fire it. Did he did Hoot use the word gun?
Yes. No, he used the word firearm is what he referred to it as. But you would notice at this point when you look up the Alexander's, he's not listening. He's kind of he's remembered that, oh yeah, my dad's dead. And it's just kind of like you can see that he's very sad.
You all right there?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I just in everything I kind of I guess in the uproar of all the excitement and fighting for our lives that
Fighting for our fucking lives.
I forgot that about my father.
Can't engage too heavily because of problems, but
Yeah, she's like, anywho.
yeah.
Guns, am I right?
Guns, they're pretty spiffy, aren't they?
So I'm signing up for this new thing. It's called the MRA.
Oh Jesus! No.
I'm sorry, X. I didn't mean to bring the mood down. It's just that
It's all right. I can only imagine. He looks away.
One of us needs to tell him.
Did you really
Tell
say
him
the
that-
phrase? I can only imagine. Did I really say that? Like that? You said that to me. He goes, "Oh, is your father still alive?" Then, Yaxper.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a bit because we tend to be pretty isolationist. But yeah, they're all right. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to I feel like it would be almost disrespectful to be like my family. You know what I mean? I don't want to make you upset.
Would you would you allow me a moment to give you a piece of advice, Yaxper?
Sure.
You see, he gets really shaky as he's saying this. He's holding onto his notebook in two hands. He's like, the next time you see them, just make sure you tell them that you love them, because you don't know if something's going to happen. You don't know if something's going to take them away from you. I remember the last conversation I had with my father, and I would have given anything to have ended it better than the conversation.
Or should you just imagine internal Yoxper, with not a smile, but just an expressionless face on his mouth as the clip of him blasting through his father's heart plays.
Yeah,
Just
I would.
like fucking Steve Harvey scared in the corner.
I would give anything to go back and at least at least tell my father that I loved him, that I admired his work before he passed.
Here it is. Here's the internal philosophy right now.
Let's see this.
Yeah, just no sells everything.
Yep.
That was perfect.
He's too busy looking up memes to actually.
Reply to this poor man.
You see that
Oxford also doesn't know how to reply.
he takes one hand off the book and kind of does the thing where he wipes at his eyes with the back of his hand. Goes, but look at me, I'm making a mess of myself. I already said that the others should be happy for the victory, and now I'm.
I understand. It can't be easy.
Knowing you're partying with the people who killed him.
Just, I will.
Control thing. Just realized that.
Do you have control of who?
Seymour.
Okay, that's fine. I'll sort that in a second. Yes, but don't mind me. You've got a lot to do, and there are people that are happy to see you, and I'm sure there's much celebrations that are to be had. So don't worry about me just bringing it down.
Well, I hope in time you are able to find the peace that you need. Still screaming on the inside.
It would. I will find my peace when I'm allowed to bury my father.
Give his body to Gaul.
Did
Gaul
we?
didn't want
Did
it.
we?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought we gave it to him.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
he didn't want it because he doesn't like slavers.
Yeah, but you left it there with
Yeah,
him.
Well, yeah, we
Yeah.
left it there, but he didn't want the body. So he just left
Cool.
it.
See?
So it's just decayed wherever it dropped.
But yeah, he says that to you, and he kind of just stands there for a moment, and then kind of turns away and kind of just stands over by the crate. You can see he's still very physically and visibly upset.
Oh.
Kevin's just staring at him.
This is I'm gonna go get everything ready with everyone else. Okay?
Yeah,
Come
Kevin's
to
over there
me,
just
firearm.
crying.
He can.
Seymour looks up at him. And he points a little card that says, "We fucking killed a man."
You fucking killed a man! You fucking killed a man who may have been a bad man, but was still a man, and still had a family. You killed a man.
Killed a man.
You killed a man.
Does he hold up that sign to where Alexander can see it?
No, I'm not gonna do a shenanigan like that on him. I know the intent that Devon is doing with it. I'm not gonna like backhand him like that. I'm not gonna do that.
I
Check for
will.
your tab.
Kevin deserves
These signs
all
are-
the backhands.
Tiny.
And
well,
front
well,
hands too.
well, they're
You okay?
But yeah, so I'm assuming are you heading towards the bar now, Devin? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, so head towards the bar, and then we'll swap over to Insira and see how that level of PTSD is going.
It's going great.
We're just hopping from one PTSD to another today. I thought this was gonna be
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be happy.
Well, no, you
No,
literally
you
said
didn't. Don't lie.
Yeah, you literally said this was gonna be happy, but I'm like, literally, Insira just found out at least 2 of her siblings is dead. Now she knows all of them are dead. Yeah, real happy here, folks.
This is good
All
for
she
having a large
needs is
family.
fucking chaos making an appearance and making her life more miserable.
Anyway, so
That's
yes,
not an invitation. That's not an invitation.
you are in there by now. The water is very fucking warm. So you can take it and
hot.
yeah, it's tiefling hot. So you can pull the barrel over and pour it into your bath. The woman would come back to help you, but she is far too busy with the fact that everyone just got said that they get a round of drinks on the drow, and they're like trying to get every single bit that they can out of it.
My God, you're probably gonna have to dip into Wilk and Won't's money.
Man.
If you really think that they can spend over 1,000 gold in a single round,
I mean, I'd be ordering that top grade shelf, please.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Well, 31 really, not including you. They each spend 20 gold at the very least on their drinks, maybe even 30. So let's say 20 times 32. That's going to cost you about 640 gold.
that's fine.
Yeah, but that's just the estimate of it. So that's your tab so far. But yes, so Insira, the water is tiefling hot now. Do you pull it over and pour it into your bath, or?
Yeah, she's gonna do that.
Okay. So is there anything you want to do aside from having a bath?
Right now she's just fucking bawling still and just really out of it, and she's kind of just shaking, and she's not dealing well.
Contemplating drowning herself.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not joking. That is a contemplation.
Right. So, what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna skip through people, and I'm gonna do like, now we're gonna do like a real actual couple of hour time skip. I'm gonna say you do all eventually get to have your baths. You take it in turns. One Insira eventually will come out, all nice and squeaky clean after the depression bath. And then then it will go by order. So then Neurastine would probably go in, and then Yaxpa would go in, and then at some point in this, Hera and Hoot would come in. So would Alexander and Edward. And then they all come and they sit with you guys because they're wanting to know about everything, and they're talking about everything, and they all take their turns, have their baths, and then we're gonna say it is probably now, after everyone's had their baths and everything, I'm gonna say it's about 6-7 o'clock in the evening. After all the shenanigans, you've kind of spent a lot of your day in here because of bathing and talking to people and retelling the story and all that. And at this point, there's a lot going on. A lot of people are talking, but Hera's holding a drink in front of her, and you see that after a while she's been a bit quiet. So she eventually pipes up and says to you, "So Wilk and Want's probably not coming back for a while." Yeah. The short version of it is that I'm pretty sure that they were spoken to by a fae spirit, and that it offered them time to go and train. And well, Wilk said to me that he was going to take it, so yeah, I don't know
Oh.
how long he's going to be gone for, or when he might be coming back.
Oh. Well, at least we're all here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's been a few hours. Cather still hasn't come back.
no, it has been a few hours, and Cathro still hasn't come back.
I know it takes a while for a blacksmith to do their work, but surely he's not going to just sit there and wait.
I mean, I don't know. He seems like the type that he might, honestly.
I mean, he kind of does, but at the same time, maybe one of us could try messaging him and seeing if everything's all right, if he even made it there.
I mean, I don't really have the spell, but I mean, she looks over to you and then looks over to Insira and says, if you wanna give it a try, you can.
Sarah has not said a word through this entire conversation.
I will cast sending.
Mm-hmm. What are you choosing to say?
Just checking up on him. Hey, Cathro, this is Nearstein. Wanting to see.
Why didn't you
if
just use his sending stone?
He didn't get one. He wasn't with us when we got them.
He didn't get
that's
one.
right.
Yeah.
So, hey, Cathro, this is Nearstein. Wanted to see if you made it to the blacksmith. Are you staying there until your sword is done? Or are you planning on coming back?
He will then respond very quickly in very Caffrey fashion. I'm still with Silver. They're working on making me something called a Dragon Slayer. I don't know what that is, but it sounds very useful. It's gonna take a little bit of time. I don't really like the whole crowd situation that's going on when I left. I would kind of prefer to stay here until that dies down. But I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me.
Since it's not verbal, would there be a way to insight that? Like, I know he's not coming back.
Yeah, you could still insight that.
I believe he's coming back.
But he's telling you the truth. He plans to come back. He's just there. His character doesn't like big crowds. His character tried to hide away from the other big crowd events that happened previously. And he doesn't know what a Dragon Slayer is, but he knows that the person is prepared to make him a Dragon Slayer. And he's actually interested in seeing how that happens. So you think he's being legit.
Okay. I'll do another sending. Just saying, okay, just wanted to check, make sure everything was okay. We'll probably be at the tavern for a good amount of time, so you'll probably see at least one of us there, if not all of us.
Don't get too drunk. That's the only response you get back is don't get too drunk. Yeah. Is there
Last
anything
time I
in?
got drunk, someone lost their soul.
So, I would like the entire team to make a perception check.
Okay.
Actually, put Insira at disadvantage for this.
Okay, if you want to do that, please do so.
It makes the most sense for where she's
That
at.
no, I'm all for it. If you think that she's generally like caught in that much of a a bad moment that you feel her perceptiveness would be less, I will 100% allow it. I won't allow it so much the other way unless someone makes a really good argument for why they would get it at advantage. Okay. So, Yaxper, you hear very specifically. You know Striaka's outside because you saw her. You hear her growling at something. Niristine, because you fucking critted, your elf ears fucking twitch, and you hear the sound of something slamming against wood. You can tell by, like, where you think this will be, that this is the what's the word for it, where you get hanged? The thing you get hanged
The
on?
gallows.
The gallows, that's it. I couldn't think of the word. You think that this sounds like something is smashing against the gallows, and then almost a couple of seconds after that, you hear Striaka, and you have formed such a close bond with Striaka that you can tell something's going on, and Striaka thinks that she's in danger. And let me just do one for Hoot and for Hera to see if they would have picked up on this. That's Hera. She would have 100% definitely heard Striaka growling and would have heard, that that it's a serious thing. Yes, 100% as well. Hoot would have just heard Striaka is growling and that it's something of concern, but not as much as you and Hera would have heard. So Hera immediately gives you a look, Niristine, and kind of places her hand on one of the sheathed Fey blades.
I say something is going on at the gallows. And,
Gallows?
Yeah, it definitely sounded like it was the gallows.
I heard Striaka. I didn't hear anything at the gallows.
Yeah, but I did. And at least that's definitely what it sounded like. Like, I can't explain it, but that's definitely that's where it sounded like it was coming from.
What should we do?
We need to get out there because she's growling like that because she's either in danger or something. She's threatened by something.
How does Insira react to that, being told that the Striaka's outside growling at something and that she might be in danger?
She's not gonna say anything. She'll just head out and go see what's going on.
Okay, so I'm assuming then that everyone's gonna head out.
Yeah.
Hoot will just stay there. But go back to the door.
Okay.
Back to the door for me.
So as I'm getting up, I do draw both weapons.
Yep. The moment Hera sees you draw both weapons, she immediately, like, her hand was on it, ready to pull it out. But the moment she sees that you're just straight up going for it, she does the same. She pulls out the sword in a slight flourish, brings it round so she's not holding it backwards, and heads towards the door. Hoot, 100% like raring and ready to go with you, grabs his bow. So if you all want to make your way out towards the door, I'm assuming that you're going to go with them as well, Yaxper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so move.
No, yeah.
So move.
Yeah, so move.
I am.
Right, I need you to be a bit. I need you to be a bit. I need you to be a bit more with it now, okay, Devon? Because some stuff's about to happen. Okay, so big full attention. Okay?
I'm with it.
Okay, right. That's the wrong one. I hate when
My
it does
crab
that.
is with it.
Right, okay. So, Upon going,
Darkness went away.
yeah, it did. Upon going outside, you would have all noticed that, and Nerestein can put two and two together on what this was that Floric has been thrown against the gallows and is quite in a beaten and bloodied state. Almost as if he only has 1 HP, but is in a beaten and bloodied state. And the creature that looks like they have thrown them at it is this. Some of you may remember this from a stinger of an episode.
Oh no!
They are a quite a tall knight. They're about almost 7 foot. They're wearing blackened and charred plate mail with a black cloak around it. They appear to be, from what you can see, whether or not it's an actual skull or a skull helm, you see that they have some kind of skull-like face, and that billowing from that is black fire and smoke. And upon they are wielding in one hand, they are wielding a giant, jagged great axe. They look out towards the group, and if you bear with me 2 seconds to get the right thing, I believe that's the one.
Crusaders, I'm going to give you an offer right now. This offer will only be given once. I'm here for you. There is no running from this. You either come over now, lay down your weapons, and I will grant you a swift and quick end. If you attempt to fight, I will make sure that every last second of your life is agony. Make your choice.
Was the choice die fast or die slow?
Yes, those are the choices. The choices are die fast or die slow.
Okay, so anyway, I started blasting.
You're not close enough to blast.
Yeah.
No, I know I'm not.
Also, Shriaka's in the way. Do not kill our fucking ice wolf.
It
I
trudges.
feel like the angle is such that
It
but it's
trudges.
more about the range.
The Deathly Knight trudges towards Floric and then looks at you all again and says,
Look what I have done to Floric. You know how powerful they are, I know how powerful they are, and I have rendered them to a bloody beaten mess. They made their choice. It's now time for you to make yours. If you attempt to flee, if you attempt to run, if you even think of running back to Gaul, I will kill everyone. I know about Gaul. I know where they are. I will find you if you run there.
Oh fuck! It's Malcolm.
I mean, it's not.
Oh.
It's not, but
Oh, it's not.
it's not.
That's really funny when
Well,
it's
to
out
be fair,
of
it
character.
would have been really fitting given.
it would have been really fit. It would have been super fit. I mean, maybe it is, but maybe it's not. But I said it's not.
It's just it's not.
Anyway, so
I just really appreciate it still in the voice. It's not. Fuck you.
it's not Valkyrie, yeah. So yeah, they have out and out said to you that don't activate those gold marks, because if you do, I'll kill everyone in this village, and I know where Gaul is, so I'll find you anyway.
Well, we are long rested.
Yeah, but one of you used all your spell slots on sendings.
I mean, to be fair,
It was super in character, and you had no way of knowing this was going to happen. I'm not saying you made a bad choice.
I
I'm just...
totally knew something like this was going to happen. I told her that something like this was going to happen.
And I
And she
understood
did it
that.
anyway.
I fucking was in character.
She never listens.
No, but I was in character.
No, you were 100% in character, and you did the right thing, and you played your character right, and...
No, I agree.
Yeah, and I think you made the best.
Yeah, obviously.
But, he is... It... Because it's not even a he. It has given you the choice of you stand down and it will give you a quick death. You don't stand down, it's gonna make you die slow. What is your response to that? Seeing that it has beaten the shit out of Floric, and you know how powerful Floric is. What is your choice?
Where's Hoot to save us?
Hoot's right next to you. Right next to you. Right there. Right there. Hoot's right there. I don't know.
I'm just saying. Fly in and do a drop kick, and then it's done.
Do you want Hoot to fly in?
No.
No.
Okay.
Will it work?
I don't know. I'm
David,
asking you.
Hold on, David, were you actually paying attention?
Yes, of course.
So you know that Floric is at 1 HP.
Yeah, he's at 1 HP.
Yeah.
Hoot's right there.
So by
And
the
we'll
time
get fucked.
Hoot was able to fly in and do a drop kick,
I don't actually want him to do a drop kick.
Okay, I actually thought you wanted to do a dropkick. I was like, okay, shit, you want to do a dropkick.
That's why I asked. Wait, that's why I asked when you said that. I said, wait, would it work?
the fact that you asked if it would work makes it sound like that's what you actually wanted him to do.
I feel like the tone of my voice says otherwise.
You're not giving me instructions, so I'm going to continue. It trudges forward.
I ask it
Mm-hmm.
who it is and how do they know all that they know.
What I am is what you should be concerned about, not who I am or who I was. I am here at the bequest of my master. You have
Who's that?
the necromancer Malkovia.
Son of a bitch.
That was a lot more specific than I thought that was gonna be.
It doesn't matter if you know his name or not. You will not be leaving this town alive.
For you.
That's very definitive.
I ask you again, what is your choice?
If you know who we are, you know we're not gonna just give up and die.
I would have hoped that you would be. I would have hoped that you would be smarter. I would have hoped that you would accept that you have messed with the wrong people. This is not a group of ogres in a cave. This is not a small uprising in a town. This is not giants or Northmen.
Well, no one ever claimed that we were smart.
That's true.
Who did you used to be?
I told you, who I am or who I was doesn't matter. It's what I am that
You
matters.
told us who you were.
If you're gonna kill us anyway, you might as well tell us who you were.
It marches up to Insira.
Oh.
And attempts to knock her down.
Hold on. I just want to check something a second.
Just looking through my fucking spell list.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's not on what it should be. This is what it should be.
I almost guessed, but that don't work. It takes too long.
Does a 24 hit you?
Yep.
Oh.
That's 27 damage. And roll initiative.
So anyway, I started
Blasting. Alright, let me...
20.
I sat there like dominate person. Command.
It's not a person, so dominate person wouldn't work, so...
Fuck.
That's a free...
Are...
That's a free bit of help there, I just told you.
That'd be hilarious.
I think it was already asked, and we were told no.
Oh, I can't remember.
I'm not revealing who it is.
You have Darshas. You have the Darshas, so it's not gonna be Dar.
Okay, just because
The
I have...
Darshas doesn't matter if it's his soul.
Yeah.
That's true.
Terra. Let me click on Hoot.
The page.
And as always, the initiative is
Oh!
the dichotomy of man has continued today.
Oh! You're in charge of Striaka, Neristine,
Oh,
so
yeah, that's right.
please click her and do her things.
Well, that gives me plenty of time to grab something to eat.
So it's like trudged its way.
The end.
No, it's not the end. It's like
Also, Caitlin, you had an 18 before on your initiative. Shut up.
it like
I mean, literally, usually in Sierra's initiative rolls suck. That's all I'm saying.
No, shut up.
it's like the knight trudged its way up to you. And like I said, it's holding a great axe in one hand and just tired of hearing you question and not providing it an answer. It brings it up and just slashes across your chest, and it bites into your armor. And that's the strike that it delivers to you before combat kicks off. Hoot goes up first, so in reaction, Hoot's gonna hoot. Hoot's going to, let me just make sure this is public, because the other one was on GM. Hoot's gonna attempt to longbow it. And a 12 absolutely misses. And then he's gonna get a, let me just make sure I know the AC. Yeah, wonderful. It then whips out another one, goes again, and a 15 fucking misses. And he moves back because he wants to try and give space between him and the knight. And surely enough, it is the Stalker's Knight's turn. So let me get myself ready on what it can and cannot do, so I can take that off advantage now. Okay, so it. Do I want to do any of those silly things against? Oh, it might actually do that. That would be quite good.
I gotta go grab my food.
No, it's just going to attack. Okay, so with the massive great axe, it's going to direct one attack against. We're going Syrah. Does an 18 hit you in Syrah?
I think it meets.
Yeah, I said it meets.
Oh, we didn't hear you. That's fine.
Yeah.
So that's 7 slashing and 17 necrotic.
24.
Yep, and then it's going to direct its second attack against Neristine.
Me.
29 most definitely hits you. That's 11 slashing and 13
He's got a
necrotic.
plus 11 to attack. Jesus.
Yep. And then it's gonna. Oh. It's gonna direct another one in Syrah, because I just realized the thing that it can do. So. Oh, 15 misses you.
Thank fuck.
So it tries to swing again, but then as a bonus action,
Oh, here we go.
it's going to attempt to crush the weak on Insira. So it shoves you. So you are I can either shove you 5 feet back, or it can try to knock you prone. So let me just get the rules for the shove up so that you can know how to do this. And the shove. Because the shove is a specific action, but this guy gets to do it as a bonus action. Surprise, initiative, turn.
Like a certain Dar we knew?
Maybe.
Sam was the only one to get it right.
Sam
know that.
clocked who this person was. Sam got it straight away. Sam messaged me and said, "Is it this person?" And I said, "Don't tell them, but you're going, this was when I knew he was going to be going soon." I said, you're going soon anyway, so yeah, you actually fucking got it spot on. You worked out who this person is, having a character.
I just feel it'd be too easy for it to be Dar. But
It would be kind of
everything
funny for it to be Dar.
Okay, so
everything they're mentioning, Dar would know about.
Except us saving the village.
it's gonna
That's
make
true.
a strength check, and then you have to make either a strength or dexterity check, and if it's higher than you're knocked prone. Okay. So it's done at 12. So this is actually, you could easily pass this. So yeah, it tries to shove you, but you manage to plant your feet firm in the ground and refuse to give way to this thing. It's Hera's turn. Hera gonna make her way up to it. And Hera is going to try to stab him. Let's do that. That one misses. She pulls the blade back and tries again. Those miss as well.
Why do you roll shit for our NPCs? What's good for your enemy?
Nirostine, it's your turn.
Okay. Uh, 23.
That would hit. However, it's going to use its reaction to parry. So that does not hit. Brings up its shield, blocks it. And then it looks you dead in the eye, and will say,
I'm surprised you chose to strike me with a sword. Are you done running and hiding with your bow?
I've done messing around that for quite a while, actually.
This new weapon will not save you.
so that's your action. Has sadly missed because of the parry, but it can't parry now again. That's its reaction, so it won't get its reaction back until its turn. Is there any bonus actions you want to do?
I summoned spiritual weapon.
Okay, drag it and pop it on. Yep, and swing with your spiritual weapon. That misses.
Yep.
Right. And Syrah, it's your turn. This thing has carved a chunk of your flesh, and it seems to have brought up a shield to completely deflect a blow from Nirostine, and every blow that's been leveled against it has seemingly found itself wanting. What do you do in this time? It has used its reaction. I will remind you of that just in case.
Caitlin.
I'm thinking, damn.
Well, you weren't saying anything, so we weren't sure if you were here.
No, I said I was thinking this is a hard one.
This is a hard one.
Do we win?
No.
Yes.
Shut up.
We got
she's
different
gonna-
It's demonstrated that it has a reaction that allows it to add a +6 to its armor class. But it only has one. It only has one reaction, so it can only do one reaction per round. So it's used its reaction for now, so it can't do that again
Oh.
yet until its next turn.
She's gonna use bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay. Can you drag yours on, or do I need to drag that?
Hold on, let me. Here's my mallet. Come on.
I wouldn't normally make a request, but could you put it here, Caitlin?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry.
No, that's
I wasn't
fine.
sure where to put it.
That's fine. That is fine.
So she'll attack with that.
need to see the roll. That misses.
Of course. This thing's gotta have high AC.
Yep.
Well, it took a 23 to even hit it.
And then it was
And
like,
it
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put just the health bar on the bottom as well, so you can see when you actually do some damage to it.
I got a feeling we are very under leveled right now.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, because we go off a milestone. There's nothing we can do outside of what we do to
Yeah.
level up.
Yeah.
Unless Hex is teaching us a lesson or something.
Maybe, we don't know. All you know is that you're facing a formidable opponent.
Yep. She's going to use Sacred Flame.
Go for it. And that's a DC 16 deck save. So first and foremost, I'm going to pop this in the chat.
Oh my god.
And it has a 22, so it passed. The flames, I'm going to like flavor, but the flames actually wash over it, and it does nothing, and it stares you
down. Insira, your little tricks aren't gonna work. It's time you just lay down and let me take your head. I promise I will make it quick. I will take it back to the Red Sands and make sure it's buried.
Yeah,
How to respond to this.
that's fair. That's a big one, especially with what's gone on for your character today.
Any chance there's like a group of brave people who want to help out the people who saved the town? Even just
They're in there
even just
drunk.
a couple.
So you want drunken civilians that I will let you know have civilian stat line
I
has
didn't say the drunken ones.
they're all drunk.
Nerstein paid for all their drinks.
They've been drinking all day. I told you there was a 6-hour time skip, and they were still drinking the entire time.
Fuck.
I'm thinking how to respond to this and what she might actually do.
Yeah, it's a tough one to respond to, especially with what's going on with your character right now. Because essentially he just said that he said just stop, let me kill you, and I'll take your head and bury it in the Red Sands.
I will say, I'm gonna message you something, Hex.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do it, you coward.
Oh, I'm scared.
Where am I being messaged out of curiosity, just so I know where to check?
Private message.
It's in Discord.
On Discord? Okay.
I had to type it out a minute.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Allow it.
Now, what she gets is going to be non-functioning.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah, I'll allow it. For the purpose of appearance, I'll allow it.
As a response to that, Insira's gonna lose a lot of like the green in her color, and devilish wings will pop out her back. Her tail will get longer. Her eyes are gonna go from pure yellow, from like muted yellow to bright yellow, and be like, fucking wrong choice of words.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
Yeah. So you have stood up to it. Roll me an intimidation. I want to see if you can try to intimidate this guy.
Net one.
Shut up.
Oh.
Decent roll.
That's a really good roll. It's a shame it's immune to the frightened condition, but you stand up to it, and that maybe embodies the people around you to stand up to this thing, and that is a good start.
Oh, it's immune to frighten?
Yes.
That makes my next turn easier.
Devon just slowly crossing out things he could do, and he's just gonna look at. It's just gonna be a list that just says "shoot myself."
Also, Devin, please note that it has magic resistance, so if it has to make a saving throw, it gets advantage.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Turn is decided. Shoot myself.
But
But I wanted to command 14 times in a row.
so that was your action and your bonus action have been used. I'm guessing you don't want to move right, Insira.
Yeah, 'cause
it would have
I'm
been really
kidding,
funny.
Devin. I'm
It
kidding.
would have been really funny if it
It
worked.
would have, sweetie.
So, Striaka, Kara, it is your turn to handle Striaka. I know it's been a while since you've played Striaka, so if you need a moment, just let me know, okay?
No, I'm good. Straka will move up to here,
Mhm.
and we'll gain pack tactics,
Yes, 100%, because you are all considered its friend now.
and we'll attempt to.
Wait.
How do I turn on? Because I don't have
Because it's
the
a...
ability to turn on advantage. On
If you roll it, I believe hers is set to roll twice anyway. So just roll the bite, and then if not, we'll do it the old-fashioned way of rolling twice for each one.
I've now lost the damn sheet's not wanting to work now. Give me a second.
That's okay.
Yeah, sometimes when you don't use the sheet for a long while, it takes a bit.
Give me a second. I'm gonna refresh.
Okay. How are we feeling about this fight, lads?
I'm still feeling good.
I'm feeling all right.
Check Striaka, see if I can give the advantage toggle if it's not on there. Alright, let me see if I can just give the advantage toggle. Alright. You should see a toggle should now appear on her sheet. There you go. Because I had it set to always do it, but it's on there now.
Okay, let me get my other sheet back up. And while that's loading, advantage.
Fight number 1 misses. That's a double crit, so that actually hits. So roll damage.
Thank God.
Oh, we
Finally,
just
you'll
just
take
rip the wolf's heart out.
So that's 12.
I'm sure he'll pass the strength test or strength save.
You don't know. It could happen.
Right, so let me get the strength save.
Oh no, he's in the room.
Hold on
He's
one
taking over the
second.
DM position.
So, first and foremost, I'm gonna make you aware of this. If it makes a deck save in the future, it gets its shield AC on top of that, and then it's not magic. So this has got a lot of stuff. So I'm just making sure that it's okay. Cool. Yeah. So it will just make a normal strength save then. That's not an advantage. That is 11. So that should actually bring it to prone. So
it's
let
prone.
me hold on. Let me put the thing. There we go. Why is that still an advantage? I took that off advantage. There we go. Okay,
It's the
so
same, the next two people attacking are ranged.
it's also also I don't know if you've seen that health bar, but that's what 12 damage does.
Yep.
Right. Yaxper, it's your turn.
All right, at the top of his turn, Yaxper has gained a new move, and I'm gonna pop it in the chat right now.
Shooting himself.
Right.
Hiding. Yeah!
You don't get out that easily.
If we were getting money, this video would be demonetized.
So, my options are somewhat limited.
Are they? Are they really?
I think there is one option at close. Actually, I think I actually do need to move slightly though. Oh, I see you moving my crab out of the way.
Yeah, because remember,
remember,
Seymour's no longer a combatant. He's no longer a combatant.
Yeah.
He doesn't to participate in fights, so it would make sense to me that he would back away for people to actually fight.
All right, he's gonna cut. He's gonna cut ahead
Mm-hmm.
as if he's being compelled, and then all of a sudden, something will fly out of his bag and slam itself onto the gun. And here we go.
So you reach out. Okay, so it's time. So you take out the 2 MP. 5 roll a special attack that deals 1d8 plus your intestine. So roll your gun damage, and we'll see if you can actually, because it has to hit him. So roll your gun.
Rift leech on my actual attack.
Oh, well, there you go. Use the Rift Leech then. I'm glad. So that actually does hit. So roll the damage for it. So 5.
Ah! He's very stunned. He didn't know this was gonna happen.
Minus
A
5.
little piece like flew up and slammed onto his gun, and suddenly his eyes are bursting with
So
light.
you're up full health, so you don't get like any of the stuff back. You don't get any of the health back, but you have done that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It did damage.
It did damage. That's what matters.
He feels a little more juiced though. He doesn't get it.
It's Hoot. Hoot's gonna try and shoot an arrow at him, but he's prone, so it's gonna be at disadvantage. So disadvantage, longbow. That misses. That misses. It is now the Stalker's turn. The Stalker, of course, uses half its movement to stand up. It then directs its fast attention at Striaka and will swing once at her. 29 does in fact hit.
Yep.
So that's 13 slashing and 18 necrotic damage. Okay. It's then going to direct its... Fuck it, it'll direct its second attack at her. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
That's 12 slashing and 22 necrotic. Have we taken that away?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you know what, fuck it, it is going to use its last attack on them. 17 hits.
Oh my god!
That's 29.
She's down.
Is she dead?
No, but she is knocked unconscious.
She's down. There's a difference.
Well, I didn't know.
He has not tried to... He has not tried to kill her, so she is not making death saves. She is on 0 health and knocked unconscious. So she is no longer part of this fight. She will roll d20s to see if she can get that 20 to stand back up. But for all intensive purposes, she is out of the fight. What you all would have seen is you would have seen that it just brings the axe down, slashing into her. And I'm going to give this some... Because it brought it down so badly, I'm going to say it carves off a piece of her left ear. And then just smashes the butt of the axe against her skull, and you hear a nasty crunch as she goes down on the ground, and it then turns its attention.
You're all going to die. You should have just laid down and let it be quick, and now you all have to suffer for this. You are all stubborn fools. Your dog is now on the ground. You will be next. Pick your next moves carefully. If you all get down and allow this to happen, I promise it will be quick. I will give you the deaths you deserve. But if you keep this up, I will make every moment of it agony.
Sitting here like, yeah, after 3 or 4 turns, he's gonna get pulled away, and we'll walk away from the fight we couldn't actually win, right?
Bold of you to
Right?
assume that.
Whoa.
That is very bold.
I just want to check something. I want to check something. Oh, that's an action. Okay, cool. It's not gonna do that yet. Okay.
I'm gonna option select brush my teeth.
Okay. That is its turn. It is on to Hera. Hera is enraged at seeing Shriaka be beaten down like she has. So Hera's gonna try to. Oh, and that's a crit.
Yes!
That does 17 damage. Minus 17. And then she will. This like carves into its shoulder, and you see that this thing doesn't bleed, but it does let smoke out. Like from the wound, smoke. The same kind of flamey smoke around its head erupts from the wound, and she's gonna try again. The second one, it just brings the shield up and bats it away. She is unable to do more than that. So Nirostine, though, it is your turn.
Okay.
It took a fucking crit to get this guy so far. That misses.
Okay. So we know it's at least 20.
Yep. Again, brings it up and it just brings the shield and just blocks it out of the way.
Spiritual weapon.
Go for it.
Also misses.
Misses, I'm afraid.
I tell it that if you even think that you know who we are, you know that we're never going to lay down. You're going to have to kill us the hard way. There's never going to be an easy way.
There will be nothing hard about these kills.
You
are
haven't killed us
weak.
yet.
Right, so, Insira, it's your turn.
One, I would like to say this is kind of like the look of Insira right now, kind of.
That is a bad link and does not work.
Nope, it is not.
Damn it. Basically, it's Demona from Gargoyles.
Okay. So, yeah, it's very... I will put an emphasis on... You can't... you can have the wings for appearance, but they can't work because there's
I even said when I...
No, I know.
Here's the thing. I want to do something extremely stupid and that I will doubt will work, but would be very much in character.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay.
I would like to run away.
I'm honestly afraid to do this. But
Disengage.
I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at level 5.
Go for it.
On narrative.
Oh, yes! Yes!
I knew I shouldn't have done it. I knew it.
Shut up. There's no way you could have seen
No.
critical fail coming.
No, for real, you can't see a critical fail coming, and when you're put in a situation like this, sometimes you have to throw the dice and you have to put it all on something big. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's how you make or break some of these situations like this. You say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do everything that I can to try," and sometimes the game's just not with you. But you still have to make that move, especially in a situation like this.
I've never been sadder.
Stop
None
acting
of my
like
inflict wounds have actually worked. I'm
Yeah,
so
they
sad.
have.
You have had some work. You have early on. You had some work. Yeah. You go to do it, and it bats the shield up, and it doesn't do damage. But this is purely for flavor. It just knocks the bottom of your chin with the shield, like just clanks it up, and as it stares you in the eye with its hollow kind of out skull, like where its eye should be,
You need to do much better than that, Insiro. Come now, you are showing up the Throatbiter clan by doing this. I thought you were of the great clan of the Red Sands.
Well,
I'm gonna say Insira loses the ability to speak in common.
Just starts shouting, screaming in Infernal.
Yeah, she cannot speak common. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, go for it. It's just pure blinded rage. Will like just be speaking in Infernal to him,
Yeah.
barking in Infernal to him, growling in Infernal at him.
She's gonna try to hit with spiritual weapon.
Misses.
God damn it! She's got no other moves now.
All right, Striaka is unconscious. Roll me a d20. See if she gets a nat 20, she will stand back up at 1 health. No, she is just down on the floor. You see there's some blood coming out from the wound on her skull. You can all see that she has a piece of her ear missing. Yaxper, it's your turn. Is he back?
disengage. No.
Disengage, run.
I would like to gain size.
I would like to grovel.
The Jasper-shaped cloud where he used to be.
I'd like to hear more about this Mount Kobe.
Novia. Yeah, he sounds pretty cool.
I would like more backstory.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh.
If you want more backstory, watch the other campaign.
Oh, I just realized. Okay, so I'm not going to go back and preemptively change this, but the bite from Striaka would have actually done no damage.
Why?
Oh.
Because it's not a magical weapon.
God damn it! He's got magical resistance, and yet
No, he doesn't. He has non-magical weapon immunity. Not resistance, immunity.
No, I said he had magic resistance.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just saying he doesn't have a resistance to the normal attacks.
Then
It's
Hoot won't
immunity.
be able to hurt him.
Hoot won't be able to hurt him. Hoot will, because Hoot's an arcane archer, and arcane archers past level 5, their attacks count as magical. So Hoot will actually hurt him.
That's at least something. No, if only we could hit him.
Yeah, it's gonna actually start hitting them.
Yeah, go.
Jack, what's the option select, buddy? I mean, Rift Leech worked before.
Oh yeah, you did throw Dissonant Whispers on the thing. I don't know if that would help though. I don't think it would.
It's up to you, man.
Let me check my thing.
Why don't you post it in the chat?
Yeah, you could post it in the chat without saying that you cast it, so that, you know.
I can actually find it. Oh, it's level 1. Okay, 1 second. It's right. Yeah. So you all read it with me.
So, target makes a wisdom saving throw, and a failed save. It takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you. It doesn't move into a dangerous thing. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move.
I will say the likelihood of him passing is high because he hasn't.
Yeah.
But then it would still be damage. It would still be
it would still
damage.
be damage. I'm not getting on you. I'm just
Yeah.
warning you that he's likely gonna pass.
Oh man.
Give it a shot if you want to, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to give it a go, it's like it's guaranteed damage because it says even if it fails, they take half damage. So it's guaranteed damage at the very least.
Just realized it doesn't actually say if it's action or bonus action.
It's an action. Distant Whispers
Yeah,
is
if
an
it's a
action.
spell, it's usually an action. unless
Yeah, no,
it's
Distant Whispers is an action. I have most of my side mages use Distant Whispers.
I feel like I should up survivability actually in a situation like this.
It's up to you, buddy.
It doesn't rely on sight. This guy needs sight. He needs to see us.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't shoot on a bonus action at all, so I'm
No, but shooting is action.
yeah, I'm gonna blur. I'm gonna up some survivability.
So blur is an action, so your body becomes blurred. For the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Attacker is immune to this if it doesn't rely on sight. So let me just give you like a little symbol to represent your blurriness. I'll go with a little bit.
So he's kind of like shitting his pants.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, like snaps onto his gun, and he starts shaking and shaking, and like he's talking, and he's. I mean, I can't. I don't have anything near me, but like he starts talking like when you start talking into a fan.
Yeah. He starts getting that reverb, that kind of reverby, echoey.
And now he is gonna be a little harder to hit.
Yeah. And
I'm just hoping this thing relies on regular sight, please.
now it is Hoot's turn. Hoot knows that shit's getting real, so he's going to try to sharpshooter. That shouldn't have been at disadvantage, but the 13 was the first one anyway. The 23 would hit, but what do you think? What do you think it's going to do? It hasn't used its reaction yet, so it's going to use its reaction to up its AC to not be hit.
Yeah, I don't think we can win this.
And then it's its turn, and it gets its reaction back. Everyone. Do I do the fucking I'm trying to think. Do I do the really assholy thing? Let me read it. Hold on.
Yes, end me now.
It's gonna end my blur seconds after I used it.
Yeah, you know what? So it takes the axe and it holds it into the air and it slams it down in the ground, and it's gonna cast Destruction Wave. So all of you make me a Constitution saving throw, DC 18.
Either way, I think it's Zero's out.
So she fails. You fail. Hoot's technically in the area, so Hoot has to do it as well. Hoot passes!
Minus 35 health.
Yeah.
And Zero's down.
And Sarah's knocked out. You're knocked out, yeah. 35 for...
It is 35 off.
Yeah, it is 35. Yeah, I'm glad you saw it. Remember, you got your shields first.
Is this a fight we can win?
God, no.
I kind of figured, fucker!
You're facing an enhanced Death Knight. It just pulled it.
Said that instead of like me panicking.
No, I'm not gonna tell you that it's a fight you can't win. So, Devin, you
What's
fail.
the point of telling you you can't win a fight?
Yeah.
I'm questioning everything in my head.
So is Blur concentrate? Yes. So Devin, roll me another con save to see if you keep Blur up. DC half of 35, 15, 16, 17. DC 17. You fail. Blur is gone.
I mean, here's the thing: if the other team was told that they couldn't beat the fucking Nightmare King,
I get it. I get why it just. Oh.
So okay, Devin, you have 11. You have 11 shields because of your psionic barrier, and so 35 minus 11. So you actually only take 24 health damage, Devin.
Hooray! Oh.
Yeah. So in
yeah,
Sierra,
my shield goes off.
Yeah, that was the oh.
yeah, but it's not. No one.
I think it's only gonna hit the Death Knight.
Yeah, it's only going to hit the Death Knight. So you're level 9, so it loses 9 health. I've done that. That's all it can do this turn because Destruction Wave is a level 5 spell.
Basically, the only way we damaged it this last round was having fucking Yaxper lose enough health.
It's Hera's turn. Hera stands back up, obviously, using half her movement, and is gonna just try to go all out on this thing. She doesn't know if she can win this, but she's not gonna go down easy. 27 hits. And that's 10 magical piercing. Just gonna let that one go through because you're not gonna win this. So it's gonna strike again. That one misses, sadly. Right, Nirostine, you're on the ground, regretting life. What are you gonna do?
I too stand up defiantly. and it takes everything in my power to stand up, but I stand up
Mm-hmm.
and I spit at it.
Roll me intimidation.
Oh, I know I'm not going to intimidate it.
No, you're not going to intimidate, but I want to see like how defiant this spit is. Because I imagine there's a bunch of blood in there as well. Oh, it's kind of a weak one, but I imagine there's like a bunch of blood in there, and you're like, no, fuck you.
And I will attempt to hit it.
Go for it. Yeah, it's not gonna. It even if it does its shield, it can't block this. So
Oh, that's good.
So,
for all those paying attention, it has a 20 AC,
Yeah, that means it has a 20. I was gonna say.
plus Blessed Strike,
which also crit. So that's 4.
plus Touch of Death.
What type of damage is Touch of Death?
It's necrotic, so it probably won't do anything. But
It
I wanted
does.
to see if it doesn't.
It does nothing. This creature
Okay.
is immune to
Never mind.
necrotic
Even
damage.
if my inflict wounds had.
Yeah, it would have done nothing.
No!
Yeah, I figured as much, but I wanted to make
I
sure.
figured.
No, you did the right thing. You 100% did the right thing.
So,
Test it.
bonus attack. Why do I always lose track of that? I got so much shit in my attack. There it is.
Yeah, the big booper's gone because you're unconscious. That
That
misses,
misses.
I'm afraid. Alright, Insira, it is your turn. Roll me a d20. You are unconscious. Roll me a d20 to see if you can stand back up. No.
It was worth a shot.
Kara, roll me one for Striaka to see if Striaka... Nope.
Nope.
Devin, it's your turn, buddy!
Yeah, buddy. Jasper's on the ground, knocked back from the explosion. He looks back at his crab. Help me!
Help me! I can't. I'm not an actual combatant anymore. I'm sorry.
And yeah, Seymour's gonna just hold up a little sign, say "Bye, Daddy," and run.
Hex, can you indulge me with some flavor for?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I think you know what this will be. But let's be a team here. Let's do it.
Okay.
Seymour is going to jump
Mm-hmm.
straight at the Death Knight
Okay.
and attempt an attack, and you tell me what happens.
Okay, tell you what. I get an attack if you get an attack. So attempt your attack and he'll get one. But I'll say it uses his reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he goes for the swing. He goes for it.
He's fucking carved in two as he tries to swing at him. Roll me a d20, Devin. I want to see. Wait, no, get Seymour's sheet. See if he can hit him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I do still have that.
But it's gonna cost you his life.
Summon Seymour again, though, right?
Yeah, he can, but not right now. It takes 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
What did we leave that on again? Sorry, what was it?
It's on Seymour's sheet.
No, I'm on the sheet. What am I rolling?
There's an attack on there. Yeah.
Just the regular attack.
Yeah, just do one. No, that misses. He tries to. He leaps defiantly, tries for it, but then what happens is the great axe just carves him in two, and he turns into dust.
Better luck next time, buddy. Okay.
I always hated that fucking crab.
Who is this fucker?
I don't like you.
I don't like you.
I would imagine that would catch him off guard because I'm thinking I did that mid sentence.
Yeah, I think you did that mid-sentence, and it does hit. So I'm gonna do the 11 psychic damage. There we go.
Like clangs off the helmet.
It just blasts into the skull, I think, and then
Yeah.
you don't get to see what happens, but you just see the flaming mist smoke just covers up over the wound, but you know that it has hit him and hurt him. It's Hoot's turn. Hoot's gonna try to get in closer, and is just gonna try it again with his bow. He's shouting at the monsters. Leave my friends alone, you fiend! You! I will not stand for what you did to Floric or to my companions. Yeah!
He won't stand for it.
He won't stand for it. And he's gonna try again.
Little clip gone.
Yeah, right. That one misses. Right, Devon, did you stand back up? Because
Yeah, he's up.
you did. Okay. Right.
It was flavor.
No. I get it. I just wanted to make sure that you actually wanted to stand back up. That was all. Right. What can it do? I want to do something more than just what it's doing. No, it's not going to do those.
I don't know if X would have done the coordination necessary for this, but it'd be really cool if like our potential other teammates just burst out of a wall to save us.
They wouldn't be able to save you.
Yeah, I know. That's the real
They wouldn't be able to save you. Even it wouldn't. It wouldn't. No, I'm just gonna swing. All right, so it brings up the great axe and is gonna go for you, Yaxper. Does a 15 hit you?
Just actually.
Okay. Take 13 slashing and 14 necrotic damage. That is a total of 27 damage.
I'm praying that we're just fighting and then all of a sudden just
That's another
A
25
Jeep-
damage.
a jeep falls out of the sky with a friendly shark in it.
So,
Hey, what's
so,
up, guys?
so did you take another 25 damage, Devon?
Yeah, I think I took a wrong turn. Another 25 on top of what I already took?
Yeah, because he's swinging at you 3 times, Devon.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that one misses. He misses on that one. So. And then it's Hera's turn.
That's the Flipnort cameo we deserve.
Hera's gonna try to swing it. Oh no. This is not looking good. Nerastine, it's your turn.
I imagine that those axe swings like carved into him a bit.
Yeah, you're gonna have a scar at the very least. I think this is gonna give you all a scar. You can decide where it goes, how it goes, but like Striaka has a chunk of her ear kind of carved off. The rest of that hits. Roll damage. That's 7.
And blessed
Yeah.
striker.
Done that one as well.
Finally fucking hits.
Yeah. We need to see some you like critting to like make up for other games and stuff is what we need to see.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, but we're not allowed.
No. Only
We're not
me.
even allowed to hit.
I hate to think what happens if this guy crits you. Like he's already doing so just so you know, he does 1d8 plus 5 slashing damage, and then he does 4d8 necrotic damage. So just thought I'd let you know that one. Anything
He
else?
can go back to Malkovia anytime he wants.
Sarah, roll me that d20, see if you can stand back up. No, you
God
can't.
damn it.
Striaka, see if you can stand back up. No, you can't. Yaxper, it's your turn.
Fear.
Fear is what I feel.
Like most of the past 2 games, down on the ground.
Misses.
Bang.
Bang.
I actually forget if he gets another one.
No, he doesn't. It's you're the only Psy Mage that gets 2 attacks with their psychic armament is a Justicar.
Just imagine he's got a giant gash in his foot. He drops to his knees.
Let's see if Hoot can't save you. Hoot. Oh, that one meets. So that one, yeah, does 20 damage.
I don't think it's gonna save us.
It's not gonna save you, but yeah, it's something. Right. First attack on Devon. So Let's see if we can put you down. Yeah, we can put you down. You are unconscious. Then,
-0.
so it's fine. You're unconscious. He's gonna move here.
-10,000.
Jesus, he moves here.
So I get an opportunity attack.
Yes, you do. That's why I was quiet for a little bit there, because I was trying to just make sure you get. Nope. He's then gonna move over here.
You can see those numbers, right, X?
Yeah, I can see those numbers. He's then gonna direct a. Yeah, he's gonna just he'll do the smart thing. He'll go for confirms. He'll direct another one at Nirstein. Nirstein, you are knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
Then he's gonna direct the third attack at. Well, Hera's already really hurt, so he'll direct it at Hera. That most definitely hits. Ooh! Fuck! Yeah, she's knocked out. She's knocked out. She does not have enough health to survive that. So she is knocked out. Nirstein, you're knocked out. I'm just gonna give you zeros just so I can make sure that I know who's knocked out. Right. Let's see if Hera can do another one of those times where she just says "fuck you" and gets back up. No, she can't. She rolled a 2. Nirstein, see if you can roll a "fuck you" and get back up. No, you can't. Insira, see if you can roll a "fuck you" and get back up.
No, it's 8.
Nope. See if Shriaka can get back up. Nope. Devon, roll a d20 to see if you might stand back up. I hope Devon gets it. I hope Devon gets it.
Oh no, come on now.
Oh no, the exact opposite. Right, Hoot's in a bad situation, so Hoot's gonna just try to sharpshooter him.
Run the fuck away.
No, he hits both his sharpshooter shots, so 18 and 16. So he's actually doing fucking damage.
He did some fucking katas.
He's got sharpshooter, so he can do this. So it is the knight's turn. The knight is really pissed off at this, and is going to direct every attack against Hoot. Right, I know Hoot's AC, so one attack.
It's 43.
Oh!
Right, so hold on. I need to. This is where maths is very important. So -9. -18 because I'm lazy. Oh god, Hoot's not going to survive this. Oh, that's the exact same. -9. Oh yeah, Hoot's not going to survive this. -18. And the last one just needs to do 11. Yeah, so Hoot is knocked the fuck out. Congratulations, combat's over. You all lost. So,
Okay.
for the sake of the story, you are all out on the floor. You are bleeding. It is bad. You are able to keep yourself barely conscious in the way that you're able to maybe mumble retorts to see what's happening, but you're not able to actually engage in any meaningful way to fight back. Congratulations. You actually brought it down to half health. If that, makes you feel any better. That you did bring it down to half health.
See you again at level 18, bitch.
Yeah. The creature drops its shield, grabs a hold of Hera, and tosses her over to the wolf. And then
I
Go
will
on.
say this.
go on.
Insira's literally basically just using her hands, like that are basically just claws now,
Mhm.
to pull herself over, and she grabs at his ankle and just tries to scratch it, but can't break through.
It looks down at you and says,
Insira, this is pathetic. Stop. Stop your pitiful attempts to fight the inevitable. You are going to die here. You're all going to die here. Stop. I can see that you're hurting, and I'm here to end it. Tell me, Insira, who should I kill first?
I want to do something, but I don't know if it'd be loud.
What?
Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'll send it to you in chat. I don't.
Send it to me in chat. Send it to me in chat, and we'll see. Oh, I
Is
see
Yaxper
Kara.
awake? Or what is he conscious?
So yes, you're all barely conscious. So like you're slipping in and out, like you're barely able to see what's going on, but you're like in so much agony and pain from the wounds. Because remember, it does necrotic damage, so the wounds on your body are like the flesh is like eating away a little bit on the body. And you're in like excruciating pain. You're blacking out every couple of seconds. So I'm allowing you to do like retorts and respond and story thing. But if you're going to attempt to like attack, it's not going to do it. Or at most, I'm going to allow you to maybe do it at a disadvantage. But yeah,
He said it.
what did he say? I didn't even hear it. I just heard is what I heard.
He said me.
Oh, he said you.
Do me.
So he said he's calling out himself. All right, hold on. This is my response to you.
Okay. I really hope this crits. Come on. No. So
Right.
close!
Okay. So right, just for establishment, you want to banish it, right? You want to try to banish it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it won't work, but in like
Use the spell slot and activate banish, because it then looks at you and chuckles and activates unflinching defiance. This is 1 per day. It's allowed to just say, no, I passed this. So you try that, and for story purposes, I'll 100% allow it, because I knew it had a way of getting around it anyway. And it looks down at you, and it chuckles a moment, and just says,
How does it feel to be so worthless after everything? How does it feel after being so high and mighty that you are now groveling, attempting your pitiful tricks from your chaos god? How does it feel to know that I now stand here with the executioner's axe against the people you call friends? Answer me that and I will make my decision. We've already had one willing individual to be the first to take my axe, so answer me. How do you feel, Insira Throatbiter?
I keep forgetting.
Insira is. This is infernal because she's, like I said, she lost the ability to speak common right now.
yeah.
She's gonna pull herself up. Just go. I'm not gonna let you, and toss herself at him.
Right. Everybody, just pop in the chat what languages you speak. Because there's a specific thing I want to do, but I want to see if any of you speak the language. So, Common,
me too, or
Elvis.
no?
Oh,
yes, you
sorry.
too. You too.
He speaks armor proficiency light.
I do.
He does. Okay. Right. He says something in a language none of you understand, but in Syrah. And I'm going to message you this. Now, when I message you this, it might give you hints at things. And I want you to keep this to yourself, okay?
I will keep it to myself.
Just scream it out.
It says that. In that language that I said.
gonna mute again for a second.
Go ahead. You're gonna want to mute because something's about to happen. So, as you throw yourself at him, it's gonna use the sub action to bash you back with its shield. You fall onto the floor, and because you have no health, you auto fail the shove, so you fall onto the ground. And it then goes. It's rolled. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. I picked who it is. It then takes the axe. It takes the axe, it points it towards each and every one of you, and it counts. And then it says,
My choice has been made. Insira, this is on you, and I want you to remember that.
and then it picks up the axe in two hands, and it swings it to its side, and decapitates Hoot.
Oh my god.
And bloody feathers fall gracefully down the sky from where the blow was struck, and Hoot lies there with his head decapitated. You all see this. You're all barely conscious enough to be able to see that this creature of steel, bone, shadow, and fire, after everything you've done, after being able to defeat one of Ananis' generals, this creature has knocked you all down and has chosen that Hoot is to die.
Can I add a thing?
Go ahead.
Just flavor, of course.
Go ahead. Yeah, I understood that.
But in that moment, Expert summons the gun and just bang, 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 bang.
He's
probably
just
misses
trying.
them all.
You know what?
Yeah.
Roll me 3 attacks. Roll me 3 attacks. We're going to see if any of them can hit it. Just for flavor. Because you're not going to kill this guy. This is spite. Yeah. This is anger. So that hit. The first one actually hit. So roll damage. I will do the damage. That's 11 damage. So you blast it. It takes it in the shoulder. It kind of goes back a moment. You can see that it's damaged it, and smoke comes out from the shoulder. And there's just a moment where it readies its axe again, that you think, this is it. You're gonna die. Like, everyone's down. Hoot's dead. You're all in too much agony to be able to stand up. That's it.
When Yaxper does that, and I see him pulling up the axe as if to ready another killing blow. I pull myself over on top of Yak.
To defend him, essentially. To try and keep him. And you do so. I 100% allow it. And you're staring up at what's about to happen as the axe is raised. And then as you look up to the sky, you see something that is both a moment of hope and a moment of unsureness, as you see a series of figures in the sky. These figures are griffins, and they descend from the sky with golden armored warriors on their backs, wielding holy lances, as you realize the Lux priesthood have found you.
Oh boy.
We're here to stop Dar. We're not too late, right?
And as they come down with lances that are ready to pierce at the creature that's trying to kill you, you hear from the distance, you hear the sound of boots slamming into the dirt, as you do in fact see a cavalcade of Luxian knights making their way.
We are fucked.
Luxian, Lusian, you take your
Luxian.
pick.
Led by someone that someone may recognize.
I
Oh
have
no,
to
you
look.
might not recognize because you weren't part of it yet. That's great. Right,
I don't even see where.
right at the bottom.
Bottom.
I'm at the bottom. Oh no, it's scroll.
There we go.
Clearly you're not.
I see. That does look familiar.
If you watched a video, you may know who it is. But yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste them real quick. This isn't a combat encounter. This is just the story, essentially.
Well, good, because we're not combatants.
Yeah, your items at the moment.
You're like, yeah, now you're gonna fight all them.
With our 0 HP.
Yeah.
I think we'll do great, guys.
I think we'll win. We've got it now, you guys. We've got it.
We could do it.
We can do it. We can win now. We can win. There's a chance now. There's a chance. Slim, there's a chance. There was time now.
My glasses.
My glasses. And so basically, what happens is you're down, you're on the verge of dying, and you see these great griffins come down from the sky, and you see you see a bunch of individuals that are charging up with their holy lances and trying to plant it into the Shadow Knight that's fighting you, and as you hear. Off in the distance, the sound of footfall and horses, and come charging in from the side. A whole force of Luxian warriors and knights come over, and
Can't catch a break.
you can't.
Just casual reminder that these guys aren't really here to help us either.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Another individual.
Out of the frying pan and the next one into the fire.
An individual you may remember from before.
I do.
Yeah.
Ezio.
Yeah, that was helped one set of characters but isn't another, comes in, and then the female leading the band, a female that is known to the other Wednesday group, comes
Why the Shirkana with them?
because she's back
Probably
defending the
would've
city.
joined the
She's back defending the city.
I do remember. I think I do remember that. That was this also one of the one shots.
Yes, so she
Yeah, the Jungle Book.
Inquisitor Clementine is that individual, and she offered your group in the one shot to join her in pursuit of the Reapers of Redemption, and she is also the one that set the other Wednesday group upon their task. She has gained information on where you were and has rallied all the forces that she could muster to try and bring you in. And sure enough, they've come at a time when you're, at your most vulnerable, and they're here to take you in. And if they have to kill this creature or subdue this creature to do it, then they're going to. The lady in question, Inquisitor Clementine, stands over, comes up behind Yuxpa, stands over his body, over his body, and proclaims to the Shadow Knight, "You will not have them. Theirs is the judgment that Lux will provide, not you, beast of shadow and flames. You will come along. You will come along." It's literally made of shadow, you guys. Beasts of shadow and flames, you shall come with them. And as this happens, she looks down at you, Nerastine, and she sees that you're awake, and she looks at you with this disgust, and she's holding a quarterstaff, and she slams it in your head, and you go fully unconscious.
As I go unconscious, I just say, bitch.
Yep. And that's where we're gonna leave off. We're gonna leave off with the fact that the Shadow Knight, the Stalker Knight, found you and beat the ever-loving fuck out of you.
We got in a few good shots.
You did a lot better than I thought you were gonna do. Oddly enough, I prepared for what was gonna happen if you did win, and you weren't ever gonna win, is what I'm gonna say.
Oh, I know.
If only Kate would have landed a few shots.
Dude, I tried.
Unlocked.
No, basically, if you'd have actually gotten close to beating him, he was gonna summon zombies.
Oh.
That's okay.
Oh, we
That would've
learned
been
a lot
easy to
about
deal
that
with.
Oh yeah, we learned a lot about that on Monday.
Yeah.
Zombies are easy to deal with.
Yeah, they
With
are.
2 clerics?
Oh.
No, she was gonna throw another trick at us where that would be useless.
There's a lot. There's a lot that would have happened. It's so tilted against you that there's no. Even if he beat you, they would have beat you. Even if they didn't beat you, he would have. He has a lot. He didn't use half of his stuff. He had a bunch of other option selects that he could do. He only used Destruction Wave once. He's got another use of Destruction Wave and other spells, and he didn't use them. He was just hitting you with his axe.
You are a fucking asshole.
The
Oh,
best
yeah, I
thing
am.
about this is I got out without
messaged
having to
you
pay my tab.
something.
You did get out without having to pay your tab.
Although I'm sure they're gonna take my money when they arrest us.
So yes, you all just to tip off the story. Each and every one of you struggling to try and cling to consciousness. Eventually, just at the sight of this, knowing that they're Lux, knowing that you're wanted by them, you just are all either overcame by the members of the clergy, or just pure exhaustion and unable to cling to consciousness anymore, get rendered unconscious. The last things most of you see are the Lux priests or the Griffin Knights fighting the Stalker Knight.
I will say, as Zira's probably knocked the fuck out,
Mhm.
she's clutching Hoot's cloak.
Yeah, I'll allow it. But Hoot,
I can't hear Caitlin.
I heard her.
I can.
She's muted for me.
Dang.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
That's weird. It's the same issue you were having with me, where I can't hear her.
Yeah, yeah. But yes, that's where we're gonna stop it off with the parting of ways, because someone died and multiple characters have left the party.
Yeah.
Happy episode, guys.